What's going on, guys? Welcome to another wonderful Sunday of Mindless Banter. Hi, I'm Prowling Panther. The guy sitting below me who's fucking up all of your contrast would be RS-232 Killer. We call him Theorio Killer.
Fuck.
What?
The guy to your right of him or his left would be Maxims the Koala, who's just, yeah, there's no explanation of this fucker. And then just above him, the bearded one, the Bucket 66.
Max is now known as my fluffer.
You still can't afford it, honey.
Fucking wow.
We got distracted by rubbing and touching each other in the intro. I know we're supposed to... Oh, Mindless Banter, right. Okay.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Let the fluffing commence.
Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna actually make a command on the bot. What the hell? Why not?
Don't do it. It's a tarp.
Should we just start talking about stuff now?
Sure,
There's some video games and stuff. And
we know.
news.
We're not worried about bringing up fucking stuff for
guess
these.
what we fucking played this week? Fucking Minecraft.
Real? No.
Who would have fucking guessed? Us, Minecraft.
PP, you should totally bring up the website because I'm sure nobody knows what Minecraft
What's
is.
Minecraft, guys? Okay. Should we just skip over Minecraft because we do Minecraft every week?
Fuck Minecraft.
It's the same shit. Like if you don't know, just look at last week's video. Look what we said there. Same fucking thing.
We've been playing. I've been on the Build Tech server. I've been messing with Matter Overdrive, and we've also got a Skyblock Infinity server up, the FTV Skyblock Infinity, which I'm not looking forward to continuing because I don't want to fucking remember how to do all of IC2. But you know, that's also up as well. We've been having some fun with that. Moving right along, because that's really all you need to say about Minecraft.
Yep.
Half a second of the website. Yep.
All right.
So, Server Crew and I, we played some Orcs Must Die 2, which was fun, but we found out we suck at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We suck at it.
We got through the first, like, the beginner level, and then we got to the second one, and we couldn't beat it. Just at all. We did it like 12 times and died every time, and yeah, we just kind of ended. At least with that game.
I'm gonna blame it on Max.
This motherfucker doing all kinds of stupid. Way to go! Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is a high-class production here.
Oh yeah, this is clearly professionalism.
Unprofessional.
Fucking thank you.
I want my.
Why is that so fucked up looking?
I want my money back.
You have to increase the size of the window, not the size. You can't just do that. Because it's going to stretch it without actually.
Then what the fuck? Okay, then what changed? Because I didn't fuck with anything. So what changed?
Fucking no. It's Orcs Must Die. Go Google it. I like how we include Sonic Racing Transformed, except the only reason we play Sonic Racing Transformed is for the after Mindless Banter family game night.
But we still played it.
A little bit. I mean, I love how everybody's like, yeah, we're all gonna stream it. I'm the only fucking. I was like, I came in and I was like, wait, is anybody streaming this? No. God damn it, I'm gonna go live.
I will try and stream it today. I'm just gonna have kids running behind me the whole time.
Nice, nice.
It is family night, so that's that's fun.
It's family friendly. Yeah. Well, we're never family friendly, but you know what I mean. I don't really know what else to say to Sonic, but yeah. Next one is fun.
What? I played the hell out of Outlast when it came out.
No, you didn't have it with my fucking trolling chat, okay? With my chat.
I know.
I know. You donated. Well, you donated twice, but the first one you didn't do it right.
I did that.
So I squeezed some extra money out of you.
It's all part of your master plan.
Oh, it's all part of my master plan. Outlast has been a lot of fun. Actually, guys, am I allowed to promote myself on here?
Yes.
No.
Duh.
Go fuck off.
I'm just saying it because I'm going to be finishing the rest of Outlast tonight. Hopefully, I don't know exactly how long the game is. I've never been here before, but I'm going to be playing later. Probably after this, I'll take a nap, and then after once it gets dark, 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern, I'll probably be playing that. So if you guys want to check out the rest of that, got this guy. But it's been a lot of fun, honestly. Great game. I have to say though, after like the first half, it starts to lose a lot of its scariness, its jump scariness. It becomes a lot more like just stealth gameplay than like actual scariness.
Hiding
It still
in the
has some
closet
moments
simulator.
that make you like freak out, but like it's not like the entire thing is just a big tense moment. It kind of loses its atmosphere. It's like, all right, there's a big guy around that corner, hide here. All right, there's a big guy over there, hide here.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun. I also played. I'm the one who played the next game. It's called SCP Containment Breach. If you guys are interested in that game, it is a free-to-play game. You can go download it. It is a great. I don't know if you guys know what SCP is. It stands for
Scary Cock Puncher.
Or Scary Cock Punch.
Wow.
But it stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. It's this big fictional organization that it literally started off as like a couple of like wiki-style edit pages where people made these things, and it's an organization that literally captures and studies supernatural objects. And this started like 10, 15 years ago, early on the internet. And now we're up to like 6,000 SCPs. So if you're interested in cool supernatural style thing, check out the site, because that's a lot of fun. I used to do that during my breaks at work when I would have some free time. I used to flip through it on my phone. But the game is also a lot of fun. It is a free-to-play game. You can tell it's clearly done in a simple engine, but it gets you sometimes, man. There was some definite jump scares in that game.
Yeah, I may actually go check that out later.
Oh, it's a great game, yeah.
Yeah. This next game I've been playing, it actually holds up really well. I've gotten farther into it. It's called Dead Space. Go check it out, especially if you have like an Xbox One. The backwards compatibility is great.
Wasn't it the free game on this month?
Yeah, it's the free game. It's still the free game this month, so go get it. It's worth the $0. It's actually a lot of fun.
It's worth $0? It costs $0.
It costs $0 and it's worth it, but it's worth way more. I would still pay like $30 for it.
I got it on the. I have to say, I have played them a bit. I got them during one of the Humble bundles. They had all three of them on. The only thing I don't like is 3 was only available on Origin.
Origin, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I bought that same Humble bundle.
I haven't actually played 3 yet, so
it was like the EA
I'm
bundle.
excited to play that one. And then this next one, just kind of sidetrack off of video games. I've been playing this card game called Starflux. It was made by 2 like NASA engineers or some shit like that. The rules start out simple. It's basic: draw 1 card, play 1 card, and the rules just evolve as you start playing cards. And this one's based off of sci-fi. So, as I was telling the guys earlier, there's one based off the Tribbles from Star Trek. It never really goes away, and it just passes from player to player. And then there's the Time Traveler. Then there's a card called the Sonic Sledgehammer, where you can destroy a creeper, or if you have the Time Traveler, nothing happens to you. It just evolves and becomes.
So were you playing physical card game? Physical card game?
Yeah, I was playing the physical. I have my card shelf.
I wish I had more people around here. I would love to get into some of those crazy card games and board games and stuff like that. I just don't have like.
That's why we need to get Tabletop Simulator, right? Because almost every card game has been recreated on that. So.
Because right now I'm playing with my wife, which is a lot of fun.
He looks over his shoulder. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
It's great. I want more people. So, yeah, check out Starflux. It's a great game. It's pretty much a different game every time you play it. So, it's a lot of fun.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Support your local card shops.
Or gaming shops in general. Usually they're not just card shops, but yeah. Go to your Games Workshop, get your Pathfinder down, get your D&D down, get your card games.
I'm actually working on Pathfinder right now.
Is Games Workshop still a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't seen one in forever.
Games Workshop is all fucking Warhammer 40k, tabletop, minifig games.
Well, and they're willing to like whore that game out like anybody that'll pay $10 for the franchise. So.
Oh yeah.
Anything else to add to stuff we've done this week? Anyone think of anything at random? No? Yes?
Like I said, I'm working on Pathfinder right now. I got a Drunken Deep Gnome in the build, so we'll see what happens from there.
I really want.
I think later.
I think as a group we need to try to get a few people together and do some sort of like online RPG like that, like a D&D or a Pathfinder or something. That would be great. Last time I played, I don't have a lot of experience with it. Last time I played D&D was one of the best experiences I've had. I was Morphew Max, which I stole from Red vs. Blue, if any of you know that.
Yeah.
I was Morphew Max, the drunken bard whose goal in life was to impregnate the countryside. In my first night, I attempted to sleep with a barbarian king's wife, got discovered by rolling a really bad roll, and I rolled a critical failure, so no, I didn't get killed, but the Barbarian King joined in, and I was the only D&D game that any of us had ever seen that actually needed a hemorrhoid donut in my character's inventory.
Jesus Christ.
So that was my first experience with D&D, so that's why I need to jump back in, because that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Also, you can do D&D on Tabletop Simulator, although the only thing I don't like about Tabletop Simulator is the main game is, not what, $10? But you have to buy all these like different modules to do everything else. Like, and like the D&D one is like $30 or whatever. It's like not cheap.
But only one person has to have it, though, right? All the players don't have to have it?
I believe so. I believe
but
only
you can,
one
if you want,
person
if you want to play something like D&D or an RPG like that, I can't say much better, but there are resources online that are very comparable that are free. You can use something like On RPG or stuff like that.
Right.
Or Roll20 or any one of those big sites. That's why I actually used to play Roll20.
But like Tabletop Simulator would be great for the card games and a lot of other board games that have been recreated.
You have Tabletop. Well, I know what I'm buying next. Continue on.
Okay. Anyone else? Anything? No?
Oh.
Okay. So, are we ready to get into the Freak of the Week then? Is that what we're going to do? All right.
This is probably
Freak of the Week, if you know what I mean.
This is my favorite Freak of the Week.
Hi ho, diddly bop bop. With that lube in my hand. I'm gonna fuck. Fuck. Hi ho, diddly bop bop. With that lube in my hand.
Do the roll. Do the shake roll.
Lube in my hand.
Got that one move. There it is.
Diddly bop bop. Diddly bop bop. I'm gonna fuck. With that lube in my hand. Fuck. I hold, diddly bop bop. I hold, diddly bop bop. I'm gonna fuck. With that lube in my hand. I'm gonna fuck. I hold, diddly bop bop. I'm gonna fuck.
Alright, guys, we're going to get into the Freak of the Week. Last week, we didn't actually allow you guys to select states or anything. We kind of forgot that. I'll take the blame for that. I'll take the blame on that one. That was.
I was going to blame him, too, so it works out.
So we decided we'll give you guys something special. So, Bucket decided he would do his state and city. Max decided that he'd do his state and city, and then I would do my state and city.
What do you mean I decided? You said, fuck it, we're doing our state and cities. Don't even with that.
It sounded good,
that was the
and
laziest response.
It sounded good, looked legit. You had to fuck it up. Way to go, madam. Anyways.
Oh,
so,
come on. Nobody would have believed we sounded good or legit. Let's be fair here.
You never know. It was at least worth a try.
That would have lasted for about the 30-second delay until somebody caught up.
I'm too legit to quit. I have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
Oh, god damn it. I'm going to kick him the fuck out.
Too quick.
Anyways, so that's what we did. So we went through, we selected, the ones we thought were best. Unfortunately for Max, nobody in his area actually won. It was kind of bland.
I have two.
My area is it's a weird I technically live in Connecticut. I'll tell you where. I don't mind that, but my area doesn't even. It's so small that it doesn't even actually have its own fucking area. It counts it as a subset of New York.
Yeah. In
our entire county, and even then, it's bland as shit. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have just gone with New York or something, because that's about an hour away.
Yeah, pretty much. So I did mine. I did St. Louis because it's as close as you're going to get to knowing exactly where the hell I live, and because, St. Louis is about the best way I could do. Yeah, so that's exactly what he did. So the Freak of the Week this week is actually sponsored by Panther and Bond Stool Softener. When you've hit hard times in the bathroom, reach for Panther and Bond, because we make shit easy. So...
God damn it. No, that goes
Fuck
great with one of mine, too. You should have saved it for right where the...
I was doing good until I saw the look on Bucket's face. He just went, "What the fuck was that?"
You should have saved it for one of the top one that I think in my state.
Oh, oh, you mean this one here, the first one I'm going to play? Because that was kind of the point. I was going to play this one here. We're going to do the one that Mama had to read. This one's from Bucket's area.
No, I can't listen to this.
This one's called Hot Dish.
I am sexy. I need a hot, hungry baby. W4M Denver. Hope not to turn anyone off while you read this ad. I want to find a hot guy into getting rimmed and into going in my mouth while I am sucking on his but I would love that. Who needs a hot, hungry baby?
God.
So there you go, Soundy. We found your hot, hungry baby, love. You could take Mama home whenever you feel.
I love how Mama paused there, right? You know she was gonna say dick, and she's like, but.
I think she was about to say ass. But she was,
I'm just saying, can we never ever say the phrase "hot, hungry baby love" again? Can that just not be a thing? Can we just not?
Oh God. So that's.
Oh God.
That's contestant.
Honey, cover your ears.
That's hot dish. That's what. We'll go with the second one here. Also from Buckets area. This one's Mr. Teddy.
Stuffed animals in your pussy? Man for woman, Denver. Age 40. Looking for a girl who might like having stuffed animals shoved into her pussy. Will I fuck her? I'm married and play on the down low, so be okay with that. Good looking. Tats.
You would have to have a gaping vagina. I don't even know. I don't.
I mean, you can compress a stuffed animal down pretty well.
You're gonna put it in a vice first and make a cube out of it. Ram it in
Listen,
there.
I got a compactor. Hold on. Let me just make this into a small square so I can just go.
That's Mr. Teddy. That's the gentleman who wants to.
She queefs and it just goes.
That's the town I live in, people.
Yeah, that's
somebody wants to eat shit and fuck a teddy.
Yes, yes. Oh dear God. And
usually when you think fucking stuffed animal would be the other way. It's a dude cutting a hole. It's not shoving it up in there.
Oh man. Okay, and
Because
now
we got too dependent on that.
Yeah,
Talk to the
sorry,
point. Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies would fit.
yeah, that's a good point. Beanie Babies. Yep. If you like
I can go
midgets.
get my stuffed koala if you want to get a little freaky.
Oh God, we know where it came from now. We know who posted it. Anyway. Okay. And
She came up with that answer a little too quickly.
oh dear God.
Moving right along.
I had a comment, but I'm not going to go there. We're just going to leave that one alone. So this was the next one here. This is from my area. It's St. Louis, Mo. And it's Sonny Joe No.
I've done a bad thing. Rant and raves. 32-year-old South City. I've done a bad thing and I have to confess to you. Honestly, I'm not sure about the legality of all of this, so I hope opening up to Craigslist will at least help me move on with my life. A few months ago, I broke into my parents' house last summer. They kicked me out for being a pillhead, and I haven't spoken to them since. I'm pretty much dead to them. I needed money, and I know where they kept their emergency stash. I broke in,
So far, sounds like
through the green door and headed to the linen closet where I know they kept a box. As I was digging through it, I heard a moan from their bedroom. The door was open, so I crept down the hallway and watched for about 20 minutes. My parents were having sex. It was incredibly hot. I don't know what it was exactly, but watching my dad go up, my mom turned me on so much I waited for them to get done. Then I snuck into the room while they slept.
Here
I
it
stood
comes.
at the foot of the bed and couldn't help it. I undressed and took care of myself. Part of me hoped that they would have woke up, and part of me was terrified. I was able to round the bases and snuck out of the room without them waking up. I know it was wrong, but I can't wait to do it again.
Oh,
No, I'm disassociating myself from the show now, guys, and we'll see you all later.
That's what I call a frickin' Alabama voyeur.
Okay, yep. Anyway, so yeah, Bucket's throwing it down. There it is, the straw poll. There's your three contestants. Sonny Joe knows the one you just heard, the man who watched his parents have sex and then Joed at the foot of their bed while they were sleeping. Right.
He's sticky wicked everywhere.
What in the hell was that you
didn't
posted?
work. I tried to copy the link off the YouTube chat, and that's what the fuck happened.
Bucket has failed! Oh my God. That's funny shit. There you go.
Thank you.
I got it.
There's the straw poll for those of you that are on the Twitch. Oh my goodness. The second one was Mr. Teddy. That's the gentleman that wants to, shove stuffed animals in your pussy while he fucks you because velvety pussy just isn't quite soft and furry enough.
I had
then
an
the
image
first
of
one
somebody
was hot
sewing up
dish.
like a chinchilla fur covered stuffed animal in there.
And we have
It's
a tie race
naturally
so far.
slippery enough.
Yeah, and then we have Hot Dish, which is the person that just wants to suck on a guy's ass, give him a rim job while he shits in her mouth, because everyone needs a little hot meal while they're working on that asshole.
Take a lunch break.
No,
during the
Is she
job.
gonna give you a reach round while she does it? Are we rusty tromboning this bitch? Or
Well, I have no idea. I'm sure she would not be opposed.
I really
to that
wanted
idea.
to find out.
I really wanted that clip from South Park where, like, Kyle's mom's like, "What's a rim job?" And Cartman's mom's like, "Well, that's when you stick your legs behind your head and have someone lick your ass."
Ma, you tell me if you were German Shaggy video, right? Sure, poopy kiss.
Oh goodness.
Or the WoW episode where he's just exploding all over.
Oh, bathroom! Ma!
Need my bucket!
Moving right along.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Should we kick into the news then? Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, let's kick into it.
Yeah, we are a news show, so I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, we'll kick into the news.
Oh yeah, we gonna do some news.
All right, so this first one, I just Mm-hmm.
This is what I want to do if I get, just money to throw away.
Right. You could buy a 24 karat gold NES for $5,000. There you go.
Only $5,000 for that much 24
Yeah.
karat gold. That's actually not too bad.
This is true. This
I
is true.
actually still have one of my gold Zelda cases.
Oh, I still have my Zelda cartridges too.
Yeah.
I think I have. Unfortunately, my mom gave my aunt the first one, but I have the second one, the weird one that was like the side-scrolly slash RPG slash. I don't even know what to call it.
Right.
It's a good game. It's just weird.
I'm not really sure how to feel on this one. I mean, I don't know.
It was created ironically enough to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Zelda because they've done a gold cartridge for every game up to the N64.
Yeah.
I believe so. I think they even did one for the N64.
No, they did Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time both had gold cartridges.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they didn't, obviously, because it was disc at that point afterwards, so they didn't have anything after that, but... I miss my...
I'm surprised they didn't release, like, a 24 karat disc. Like, right, because they do gold discs.
No, it is possible, yeah. That is... But...
It's usually an audio CD thing, but
I was going to say Nintendo wouldn't let you do that. Because, as an article we'll see later on, Nintendo is really douchey about the permissions on their things.
Yeah, this is true. So, I don't know. Bucket, was this the one you posted or went on about?
Yeah,
right?
I posted it. As we said, the Congressman. Yeah, this one's a great one.
You stole this one. I was gonna post this one, and you stole it.
It's not stealing if you didn't fucking post it, alright? I admit I stole last time. But anyway,
I was at work when I found it. That's why I couldn't post it.
I know I've been, blamed for blowing budgets on Steam before, but this takes it to a whole new level. This congressman blew like $1,302, I believe, on what was it, 68 games?
Yeah, 68 Steam games.
And he blamed one game on his son, and the rest is just all his fault. Average it out is about $20 a game. So.
Well, he was claiming the rest were like theft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's put in for like refunds and shit like that.
Unauthorized charges that he's trying to recover.
Come on.
Yeah, right, sure.
You
know what it is? His son said, "Dad, I want to buy a game." He said, "Okay," and he handed him the fucking card. His son went ape shit.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even hand him the card. He just let him log into Steam. It was just thing it was linked up to, and it was like click, 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 click.
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably what it is.
Oh, but this congressman looks like an asshole too. That video doesn't have, or that article didn't have the GIF, but there's one of him literally in the hall where they all meet, and he's just like in the middle of like his big speech, he just pulls out his vape and just takes a giant hit and like blows it in everybody else's face, and they're all just like.
No,
I was like, that's my kind of congressman.
Yeah.
Like a vape bra, fuck you.
Wow. Alright, who threw this next one down?
Which one was next one?
Quantum Break?
The next one is. I did, actually.
This one's great.
So, it's okay, so we're featuring Bucket in Mindless Banter today.
Yeah, I just took a bunch of stories, threw them down. So the creators of Quantum Break decided they wanted to punish pirates the good old-fashioned way by giving them a pirate eye patch. why not? And apparently, not only pirates were getting hit with this, but if you tried to play the game without being logged into the Microsoft Store, it would register you as being a pirate of the game and would have given you the eye patch anyway. And Windows is saying just restart the fucking game with the store open, and then the eye patch will go away. But yeah, that's just beautiful. GG, Microsoft.
Well, in other news on this game too, I guess the PC port is fucking abysmal, just like the Gears of War, right? Like so far, that's 2 games that have been released under this Universal
apps or whatever.
Yeah. And they've both been just complete fucking shite PC-wise.
Universal gaming platform or some shit. Yeah, they need to. Well, it's a brand new system. They need to polish it. They need to polish it quick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like we had the article a while back. I don't know if we actually even did it or if it was over Easter, but about a game developer from, was it Epic or something, that wrote an article about how Microsoft is trying to fucking ruin and take over gaming, and I think that was a little bit alarmist. But at the same time, right, like if they want to actually get back into the PC gaming space, they're going to need to get their shit together and let us change the fucking frame rate and the graphic settings on our games and actually capture them with OBS and stuff like that, because the way it is right now, you can't. You can't like use like the NVIDIA control panel to change graphic settings because it uses it doesn't use executables. It uses this UPW or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a very incredibly proprietary system in an age where everything's moving the opposite direction in open source in compatibility with everything else, and it's really, you can tell it's Microsoft being stuck in a previous generation's mindset. It's them from back when DRM was super heavy, and you had to have the guide and fucking answer the question on page 73 or read the third line or whatever it is. No, they're trying to go on that very proprietary, very DRM heavy,
which is very.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it's very surprising because Microsoft just came out and said, "Hey, PlayStation, we're ready to go ahead and link up the servers. Let's do this for the gaming forums for like Rocket League and shit like that."
Right.
They literally just came out and said, "We're ready. We're waiting on you." So
but they're ready, but the thing is, you don't know, and I'm sure behind the scenes, it's like we're ready
chaos.
with 8,000, and 200 caveats. It's like we're ready, but you have to do this, or we won't allow you to swing up to our servers.
Well,
like I said, I just think it's surprising that they want to open up servers, but they're also trying to, like you said, trying to make their own private code.
Well, I honestly think that like they were probably, both sides, Sony and Microsoft, were basically ready when that even got announced, right? That's typically how these companies like this work. It's not like they're doing the back end work to get that shit ready now. It was basically ready when it came out, because that kind of shit doesn't get announced without both sides having already agreed.
Oh no, I don't mean necessarily hierarchically, but I'm saying just legal wise and exactly what
I think they had all that legal stuff.
The EULA is and stuff,
right.
and for all that.
I think that was probably all nailed down before it even got.
You never know. Those companies do not have a good hack history with each other.
Well, that's why I'm saying, because the announcements got made, they probably have hashed this shit out already. It wouldn't have got announced without them pre-hashing it out, because they know how much of an issue it is between the two of them.
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's definitely a story that I want to keep my eye on, see how, both for their Universal platform and for fucking their collaboration with Sony. I would really like to see where this is going.
Well, I think with the Universal,
sorry, God.
With the Universal platform, we're not going to see any like stepping down on this DRM, because I'm sure it's one of those things of they've got to do it to make the publishers happy, right? If they're going to say every game that comes out on Xbox is going to come out as the same basic executable on PC, they're going to have to DRM the shit out of it for publishers to agree to that. Like, it's just, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But the funny thing is, like, you say this, and it's not like it used to be. Like, DRMs are actually becoming a lot more intense to crack. There's certain games out, the new Tomb Raiders and stuff like that, haven't been cracked yet. the Rise of the Tomb Raider, or whatever it is, and they've actually made great steps. Like I check out the Pirate Bays, I see what the work on is.
Right.
I follow the forums and stuff like that, and a lot of these groups are hitting walls because these DRMs actually have gotten up to the point of
and I've seen
sophistication.
that. But when you have every game that comes out on Xbox, it's going to be coming out using this same exact DRM policy. The urge to crack that DRM is going to be greater and greater and greater, right? Right now it's Tomb Raider and like one or two other games that are using that DRM. But when it's every fucking game that comes out, like...
Well, and right now they're estimating that in about 2 years it's going to be nigh impossible to pirate games. So I'm keeping an eye out on that as well. That's one of
their estimate. I mean, I'd be
it's an
interesting.
estimate.
I'd be interested to see, because I'm sure there's going to be those hacker groups and the cracker groups and the keygen groups are going to be fucking rising up to that challenge.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see that. But we sidetracked like a motherfucker.
No, that's
It's a gaming. It's a talk show. That's what we're supposed to do.
That's what we do. If we go over, we go over. It doesn't matter. Papa made a good point. Just squint at the fine print.
Exactly.
That's really what it's going to be like. Yeah. So
I do that a little too much.
I squinted all the print, really, but...
Speaking of squinting at the fine print, I just have to share the story, and I don't know if anybody knows it, but because we were just talking about EULA and, like, you know, terms of service agreements and stuff like that. There was one, what was it, 10 years ago? Where I think it was like for Winamp or something like that, and they realized that nobody ever bothers to read this entire thing. You know, nobody does. I don't do it for everything. There's certain apps I do just because I know I'm going to be using it heavily. But
I'm pretty sure I signed off my first children's soul. So.
Oh yeah. Which it reminds me of that South Park episode with Apple where they
asked him out.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was agreeing to be a human centipede.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what was it? It was like 10, 15 years ago. Winamp actually put out in there. And it was like hidden in like between two giant blocks of legalese, and it was like, if anybody ever actually finds this, send a letter with this message in it to this address, and we'll send you $20,000 or something like that. And one fucking dude in like 6 years of that being in the EULA actually found it and sent it, and they literally brought him a giant check, and I was like, that's awesome. That's a fun way to have fun with your company.
Oh yeah. That's the.
I continue. Just move on.
Just like that. The first bank that I ever got my bank account with, my grandpa was with, and when he first went there, they did the same thing in the little pamphlet they give you, and in the middle of it was, bring this to me and show me this area, and you get an extra $200 into your bank account. And he was like one of 6 people over like 20 years that fucking did it. Yeah, nobody ever reads that shit ever. You get that shit home and you look at the book, you go, yeah, I read the book, good. And you throw it out.
Which is why a lot of courts have actually taken stuff like EULAs and said, yeah, you can't legally apply this because you know nobody reads it. Yep. So they're kind of
certain
becoming
things.
certain things.
It's a very case-by-case basis what they accept and what they don't.
So I think it gets used when they overreach in an EULA, right? They're just like, oh yeah, we own your soul, or shit like that.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna guess this one was Killer that threw this down. Killer, did you throw out the honey?
Me and Killer both talked about this one. He posted the link for you. We both talked about this game.
Oh yeah.
This fucking game, because we don't have any more, stupid games as it is.
You might want to not on Twitch. You might want to not because
I'm not clicking play.
Which article is it? Sorry.
This is Hoonie Camp Studio.
Oh, Hoonie Camp Studio. So everything, and I think that's what this article is about. Like the game is actually like dreadfully boring, right? It's a cookie clicker, or what's the big one on Steam that entrepreneur
Clicker Heroes and Adventure Capitalist.
Adventure Capitalist. Yeah. It's basically reskinned Adventure Capitalist, right? Like, and I still don't know why. Like Max and I go back and forth on this, but why Twitch banned this and Hoonie popped the original one, right? Like they're pretty freaking tame.
Because
compared to games you can find out there, I'll agree with that.
If you look at the Twitch terms of service, it says that the main focus of the game.
This is the argument I make every time.
I know. Main focus of the game is sexual content.
I know.
It's not allowed. The main focus of the game is sexual content. Whether it shows it doesn't mean shit. It's the focus.
Oh, I realize that's how the terms of service is written. What my argument is that's fucking stupid.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying that's their point.
If I can fuck somebody in The Witcher, but God forbid I show some chick with her jiggly bits covered up, right? Yeah. Like,
And
That's
if I,
fucking
yeah, but
stupid.
if
Okay.
I can set my channel to mature to 18 and up,
Yeah.
why the fuck can't I play this game?
Okay, that one I'll agree with. I'll agree with that one. If you have it set for mature 18 and up, then you should be allowed to play that game. Because, you know, that you've gotten that set through already. So
I mean, I'm not talking. There's obviously should be limits. I don't think we should be letting people play like hardcore hentai games or whatever.
no. But something like something like Honey Pop or this, you know, okay, fine. If you've got it set for, you know, your stream set for 18 plus or whatever, but that, you know, that makes sense.
If I want to jerk off a gay car on my stream,
Can you not play the gay card game?
I don't think you can play any of that guy's games because they're all once again centered around
I think
sex.
they're all labeled, yeah.
Technically, that one isn't. I mean, it's right. It's driving a car. There's some very strong
very
innuendos, but
seductively driving a car.
it is technically driving.
It's
a
like,
car.
is he doing a steering wheel or is he jerking off two cocks?
He's going skiing, guys.
I like this next one because it's just fucking hilarious. However,
Yeah.
I cannot read the game name without hearing genres in the back of my head. I'm just saying.
What is it?
Elderly woman mistakenly prays to League of Legends character.
I posted this one.
What the
I've
fuck?
seen this.
I mean, after looking at some of the other statues that are kind of around there, I can kind of see it, but still, come on. It's a League of Legends character.
Yeah.
The only thing it's going to save you from is a top lane ambush. That's it.
The only thing that would have been better if it would have been like one of those panda characters from WoW, right? Like the Kung Fu Panda looking.
Pandarians?
Yeah.
Yes. You know what? You're right. It might save you from in the top lane, but at the same time, you got to figure, depending on who's controlling it, it may not even do that.
Yeah.
It might have an issue defending bottom lane. For fuck's sake.
If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Totally bottom.
wow. That's awesome. That just one more reason why we like old people. Papa, we love you.
Yep.
We're just saying. All right, moving on.
Papa worships statues of Pac-Man, though.
He just, no, Papa's on his hands and knees, kind of. He keeps rocking back and forth, going waka 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 to the
That would
Pac-Man
be the
statue.
greatest form of dementia ever. Just thinking you're Pac-Man.
Oh, Papa's gonna fucking kill us. I love it. All right,
I posted this next
Alright,
one.
Papa.
thanks, guys. You're welcome, Papa. We love you. All right, so hey, I called it. Did I or did I not call it that they would probably find a way to finish this?
I'm
Fable
kind of
Legends.
excited for it. Yeah.
Yes.
I really hope they finish it.
Are they another studio pick it up or?
No, they're
talking
in
about
talks.
doing it independently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm iffy though, because let's honestly think about the last couple of Fable games. Just with the Kinect game, and there was
Yeah.
another piece of shit game, and it was just like,
Yeah, but Kinect games don't count, right? Like that was just an era
oh,
of.
they developed their full studio into that. Like that was going to be their thing.
So did every other studio that was tied directly to Microsoft.
Not every studio. I
Look
mean,
at Rare.
Well, Microsoft was paying.
Look at
large-
Rare.
They were giving you
Holy.
a large. To be fair, Rare hasn't done a good thing since fucking N64.
Yeah, just well,
Maybe Perfect Dark for the 360, and that's even iffy.
yeah, but that was like look at that was when Microsoft co-opted them and started making them do shitty projects.
Don't even talk about Rare, because I will go off on a 20-minute fucking rant about Banjo-Kazooie No Control. I swear to God, I will.
Yeah, worst.
Well,
game
okay, Max, you've
ever.
got 13 minutes before we take a break. So I mean, if you really need to go on a rant.
Okay, so
It's hard to be a Banjo-Kazooie fan.
it really is. Like if you play small history for you guys, if you weren't Rare fans, if you didn't have an N64, you weren't gaming in that era, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are two of like the greatest games ever made. They go down in the
They're
annals
a
of
lot
history.
of fun.
They're amazing. They're some of the best platforming games you will ever see, and everybody and their fucking grandmother was excited because they at the end of Banjo-Tooie there was a cutscene, and I think it's Gruntilda who talks about we won't see you again until Banjo 3. So everybody was excited, waiting for it. It was announced on N64 at the time, then just radio silence for years. Then it got announced as a new project on originally on the Xbox. They made a teaser for it, and they didn't show any cars, no nothing. It was just Banjo popping up, looking a bit fatter and weirder than he did before, and you know, different animation stuff. I can understand that. Times change, development cycles change, whatever. Makes sense. We were all still really excited as Rare fans. We're like, oh my god, Rare's coming back. You know, they're coming back from this weird hiatus they had. We're gonna get our Banjo-Kazooie game. Fast forward to, what was it, 2008, I think it was, where they brought back again. They did another season trailer. Was still looking pretty good until about halfway through the trailer, and all of a sudden, this big-ass fucking Banjo gets behind a motherfucking weird-looking car, which is basically like a piece of wood with some slabs on the side, jiggles his ass in there, and drives around. Wait, what am I looking at? I was like, okay, maybe they're going the way of a lot of
small
other games.
racing section of the game or something.
Yeah,
like
you know,
that.
and I was like, okay, maybe they're incorporating like a Diddy Kong Racing style thing, which I can dig. Diddy Kong Racing was a great game. You know, I was like, okay, let's check it out. Fast forward another year, game comes out. What we got was literally, when I say a fatter Banjo, I mean you start the game out and the fucker looks like he ate Jabba the Hutt, okay? He's this big, just fucking rolls hanging out down to here, just ba-doom, because Banjo's apparently been sitting around. I'm like, okay, comedy sequence, you know, we're gonna get to some exciting gameplay soon. And it does start out and it looks like it's going to be platforming. And with the way the game is made, and this is what really frustrates me as a Rare fan. The way the game is created, you can clearly tell in the overworld hubs that this was originally designed to be Banjo 3. It was designed to be an amazing platforming game in the style of Banjo 2 and Banjo-Kazooie. Then suddenly they motherfucking make you drive a car. They stick you in 2 hours of tutorials building this really shitty car. And then that's the game. You're driving a car around, and these god-awful driving mechanics, and... oh my god, I'm pretty sure I might even be able to find the picture on Facebook if I go look. After that, it's just me. There's a picture of me on my Facebook. It wasn't timeline, whatever it was called at that point. Holding up the disc, and the next picture is just the disc snapped in two in front of me. Just because that's how frustrated I was. Like, you have to understand, this is like... For console gamers, which you know, I play both. I don't consider myself an exclusive console or PC gamers, but this was the equivalent of the 15-year wait for Duke Nukem Forever, and then that.
Don't get me started on that fucking thing.
Well, to make it even worse, right? So what was it, like 2 years ago at E3? This whole like leak came out about, oh, there's going to be a Conquer announcement. There's going to be not Conquer. Banjo.
I know exactly what you're talking. You mean Project Spark?
Yeah, and it just turned out they were adding him into Project Spark. Like, once again, so impossible to be a fucking Banjo fan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Rare, just what happened to you? Can we just go back and get some good development teams?
Can I get a new Conquer's Bad Fur Day?
New Battletoads.
Yeah.
Just all the Rare games. Rare was
Blast
top.
Corps? Frickin' Blast Corps, dude, that game was so fucking amazing.
Oh.
I have, like, they released the thing on Xbox, the Rare replay. And so I went back and played Blast Corps. It still is. I mean, it looks like shit, but it's still as good as it was back in the day.
Even what was it? Grab by Ghoulies was by them, and that game wasn't bad either. That game was good.
Was pretty good.
It was a weird, like, under the radar title, but it was a good game. And then just total Microsoft buyout, and
now you're gonna make Kinect games, you pieces of shit.
Fucking assholes.
Did they make that fucking the Star Wars Kinect game?
Yeah.
Was that Rare?
You mean me, I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. If you guys have ever played the game, literally, just in case you guys don't know, it was a Star Wars game split up into mini games, and the Han Solo thing, they had a blatant. It wasn't Just Dance. It was like Dance Off 2016 or another Microsoft-owned Just Dance clone, basically. And literally, we were all so excited. We were just like, oh, we actually finally get to like be a Jedi. You get to hold a lightsaber. It's a really cool experience. And then you got just horrible controls. You get that weird Rancor game, which was just like run around and
destroy everything.
Yeah.
And it didn't actually work well. Like there was like a charge attack that I couldn't get to work. I remember playing that.
Yeah.
and then fucking Han Solo and Lando Calrissian having a fucking dance-off in the place where he gets cryogenically tortured and frozen by Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rare, this is a message to you. Fucking fix your shit.
Fix your life now.
We need to have a button for that. Just fix your shit.
I want to get one 3D printed just so that'll be a segment so I can pick it up. And
See, I want a remake of Battletoads because I think it would be amazing just to sit and watch people stream that fucking racing bike section of Battletoads over and fucking over.
Because you can never fucking beat it.
Yeah, fuck.
Fuck! Fuck!
I might have to try to play that on stream now.
That's like my favorite part of HDQs is people speed running that.
Oh
yeah, that is amazing. Speed running is a relative term.
AGDQ or SCGQ, any one of them, but yeah.
Okay, you feel better now, Max, a little bit?
No!
Now Duke Nukem, motherfucker.
Yeah, Duke
God damn it.
Throwing shit around, that's what Duke Nukem became.
Speaking of Duke Nukem, I want to point out, when Duke Nukem Forever came out, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but I have to remember, because every time Duke Nukem comes out, this is the only thing I can think of. One of the first and most popular reviews on that game on Steam was, if any of you have played the Duke Nukem, because I bought it, I had to see how it is. And,
I was one of the first people to pre-order it.
Oh yeah, I had it pre-ordered, and played it. You start off in your like hotel room, getting a blowjob from two schoolgirls. It's typical Duke Nukem cheesiness, and you're basically in this big fancy hotel room where it's like your tower or whatever they ended up calling it. But there's a giant hot tub in the bathroom. The best review I had read was, now the first game over you can, or the first possible death you can get into this game, or the first end game I should say you can get in this game, is by going into the bathroom, crouching until you drown yourself. And that is the best possible ending to this game because that means you don't have to play the rest of Duke Nukem.
Well, when the game starts out, and there's a piece of shit in the toilet that you can reach down and grab and just start fucking throwing all over the place, you knew that game had gone to piss, dude. Like, that was...
I love the old school Duke Nukem.
Oh, so did I. I was a huge fan. And like I said, I had it like pre-ordered for over a decade. And it finally comes out, I bring it home, and I start out with the giddiness. I'm like, yay! John St. John's the voice actor, and I love it. And then I just slowly die inside as I play the rest of this fucking game.
It's like they thought as long as they got John St. John's, like, you can't lose, right? We can make the shittiest game in the world if we have John St. John's. Like,
I mean, to be fair, his voice wasn't bad. He did the Duke Nukem still well. Yeah. It was just the game.
The game
was the game.
The game around him. He was the shining beacon of slightly less shit in the middle of that. He was a little piece of corn in that pile of turd. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Shitty driving turret fucking sections and...
That fucking section where you're like the toy.
Oh, God.
And the RC car. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So should we move on? Are we good?
Well, this Mindless Banter will be... Oh, yeah.
Mindless Ranter.
We need to have a channel, like a scene switcher to that. So it's just like a flash up that's like, warning, mindless ranting coming. Sorry, continue, go on.
That's awesome. Well, let's go. Let's kick on with the next thing. So for those of you who were hearing about the big Dark Souls news, here it comes. Are you ready for it? You motherfucker! Why did you not work? Really?
I'm ready for it.
Thank you.
Giving me blue balls. There we go.
It's a clothing line. There you go. Yeah.
And it's not even like a good clothing line.
No, it's not.
It's like
if you look,
hat
even in dark,
shirt.
And they're not even like good. I mean, they'll praise the sun, which alright, fair enough. Everybody does praise the sun. But the other ones just look like cluttered messes. Those ones at the top, it's just like, let's throw every Dark Souls reference together and just hope that somebody will buy it.
Yeah.
It's like, I can go to Redbubble and get much better shirts, or T-Fury, or one of those sites.
But go to a guy in the fucking kiosk in the mall.
Yeah, the ones that make it. It's like, I will hand you a picture. Yo, this is gonna be much better than whatever fucking Namco's releasing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks. Thanks a lot for the clothing line announcement, assholes.
Fucking dicks. However, the next announcement, I'm kind of excited about this idea, in all honesty. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake episodes are actually going to be full-sized fucking games. I'm like, oh yes,
Depends on
that
their
sounds
definition.
fucking epic.
Yeah, this is Square saying this, right? So
Depends on their definition.
Okay.
We're all super. This is the largest grain of fucking salt. This is the salt mines.
this
Take
might
it
as
with
well
this
be
thing.
fucking Peter Molyneux saying this shit at this point, right? Like,
Right, yeah, it's a good point, but still,
Well,
if
I'll
it has,
point out not only that they've been there's not only do the full episodic game thing, which is obviously giant grain of salt, but they're changing the story and they're changing
Yes.
the combat system completely. And I'm just like, every time they make a new announcement about this game, I'm just like, this is seeming more and more like
hey,
Final Fantasy 13-ish and less like the game
it's
that we all
as long
love.
Yeah.
as I can farm chocobos, that's all I fucking give a shit about.
Hey,
Once I get
spoiler-
to that stage of
We
the
need to
game.
get you a fucking Final Fantasy 14 subscription.
Yeah, no shit. But spoiler alert: Aerith dies. Keep it that way. I don't want her saved.
Yeah.
Aerith must die.
Yeah.
You know what I can see honestly happening, and it's sad that I can see this happening in this day and age, is Aerith dying, normal gameplay,
Yeah.
but 2 months later, DLC! Bring Aerith
Yeah.
back!
Yeah.
I can
No.
honestly see that, and it terrifies me that I can see that as much as I can, but I can.
I really don't want Aerith to live. It's like Carmine in Gears of War. They saved the last Carmine, and it pissed me off. Carmine must die. Every Carmine in every game died except for the last one.
If the character's gonna come back, if there's no actual risk to the character, it loses all the point. Like, the
Exactly.
point is to create this big, overflowing emotional moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if the character can just come back, well, then you have no emotional attachment to the story. You're just like, well, they can just fucking do whatever they want. They're just
Exactly.
trying to toy with your emotions, and it's the point. Aerith dying back into Mindless Ram mode. Aerith dying in Final Fantasy VII was one
Yeah,
of the
it
biggest
was-
moments in
Yeah.
most gamers' history. It was one of the only video games to make me cry ever. It was a character that you would spend hours and hours developing, binding special weapons, training her up, building her materia, training all that stuff, and just she died, and it literally it broke something inside you when you saw that. You're just like, no. Wait, she's actually coming back.
And part of
This
it's like
isn't
the
happening.
music and shit too, right? Like because the music in that game is so fucking good.
Yes.
Oh, Nobuo
and-
Uematsu, I love Nobuo Uematsu as a composer. He's a master of his craft. Oh,
So, my biggest gripe about Final Fantasy VII, I have never beat that fucking game. Now I've played it on PlayStation, on PC, and then the Steam re-release. Okay, and it has to be something with the way that I play that fucking game, because you know how you have 2 or 3 fights with Sephiroth at the end.
Yeah.
yes.
Between the first and second fight, you climb all those stairs. I fucking crash in the same exact spot. It doesn't matter if PC, PlayStation, Steam re-release, the same fucking spot. I cannot get past that spot because my game will crash there every fucking time.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I thought,
I've never had that
okay,
issue.
I replayed it on PlayStation a couple times, but still crashed there. And so when the PC, when I got it on PC initially, right back in the day when it came out, I'm like, finally, I'm gonna be able to beat this fucking game. It's a new release. It's not gonna crash on me. Get to that fucking spot, crashes every fucking. I don't know what I do when I play Final Fantasy, but I crash the game in that fucking spot.
I know what you do. You
It-
fuck it up.
Yeah, no
Apparently.
shit. Getting back to Aerith real quick, I have this great story I have to share. One of my best friends named Nate, he spent his main focus was Aerith. The first time he ever played it, his main focus with Aerith, he spent everything he could to level her up, sacrificing other characters just to focus on her. And then it gets to where she dies, and he froze in terror and what the fuck am I gonna do? And just started bawling. He had to reset his
Oh,
whole
yeah.
game just to save it. It was amazing. Nate, if you're watching this, I love you, buddy, but that was hilarious.
No, Killer got lucky there because he all he said was, "I've never beat the game," and I was immediately going, click, remove.
click.
We're gonna kick him off the Skype
It's
call.
not my
We're
fault.
gonna...
I have tried my damnedest.
When I heard the rest of the story, you were reprieved. But still, all I heard was, "I have never beat Final Fantasy VII. And I've only
Oh,
done
yeah,
this
you were
console,
about
this
to
console, and
yell
this
at.
console," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
This corner was about to yell at you. This entire section of the group was just gonna fucking.
You
need to see our
watch.
cameras just move in over him.
Watch this new remake. that same fucking bug is gonna be in there, and I'm gonna crash. It's gonna be a completely different fucking game, and I'm still gonna crash in the same goddamn spot.
He's gonna be streaming that bitch. Be like, here we go, guys. So now I have no idea what's gonna happen. I've never made it past this. What the fuck?
Well, it's probably going to be different, honestly, at this point, which again is why I'm afraid.
It's a serial killer code.
Oh. That's what it is.
Sorry.
They know he's playing it. There's somebody in the background, like in the backlog, just like, wait for it, wait for it. We'll get.
He's
We'll,
gotta
get,
just have to.
we'll
gotta-
pause it for half a second.
Levels not detected.
Yeah, no.
It's
We'll,
Please switch to a darker play.
It's gotta have something to do with like
we'll
a
pause it
decision
for
I
half
make.
a second and give him that glimmer of hope and shut down. Now we watch him freak.
Crash the desktop.
Okay, so we're gonna hit a break. Is what we're gonna do. We'll be back in about
fuck.
10 minutes, maybe 15, something like that, guys. Sound good?
I gotta stuff my face, so.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, get yourself something to drink, something to eat, get up, stretch, make sure you're not falling asleep. I understand that killers, rants, and raves will sometimes put you to sleep. It's understandable. We've been there.
I don't know how everybody but you have had a rant so far.
Yeah,
You need to
so
get a
far.
good one in there.
You know. Anyway, so we'll go on break. We'll be back. Why did you just do that?
Damn good question.
I know.
Oh, hi, Killer.
And we're back. A little bit of a derpage, but we're back. We're back, that's for sure. Alright, so. Where did we leave off? I believe we left off with Max in the middle of a rant, and...
Which one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I fucking lost track. Alright, so. No, where were we? We were partway through our news reel, right? Is that what it was?
We just finished Final Fantasy VII. We went on our rants about that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Pull up a
And
couple
Kingdom.
extra ones here, get some tabs open. There we go. So the next one here looks like it, Bucket, I'm going to assume this was you.
Maybe. Which
Blizzard?
one was it?
Oh,
WoW server?
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Blizzard's taking
I've read
people
about this,
action.
yeah.
There was a vanilla server that's been up. It has like
Fucking
11,000. Holy shit, we're black screened. Anyway.
Hang on, let me fix this fucking shit again. This is retarded. I should never
let
have
him
to do
keep
this
talking.
every fucking
Yeah, let me
time.
keep talking so we can just blow through
Shut
it.
up, PP. Let him go.
I'm not a big
Oi.
WoW player, but I saw this news story and I thought, what the fuck? It's a vanilla server. There's no mods in it. There's no DLC in it. It's just a vanilla World of Warcraft server that can house, I believe it was 11,000 congruent players.
It's like the biggest one. 'Cause I think I
yeah,
actually, when somebody tried to get me to play WoW, and I refused to actually pay a subscription fee, they told me they would play this with me.
Yeah,
No.
and it's one of the biggest ones out there. Well, Blizzard is going to be shutting that down. I believe that's today. Yeah, it's going to be shut down today. But it looks like what the company's doing is they're going to open source all their code. They're open sourcing their servers so the fans can continue running it. So I just thought that was cool of them to do.
This is such a stupid move too on Blizzard's part, just
Yeah.
because if Blizzard was to actually release their own servers with the vanilla WoW experience, people would pay to play on them because there's so many WoW fans that don't like current WoW but liked vanilla or say pre-Kata WoW.
Yeah.
And so they're just losing out on money because people that refuse to play their game as it is now but still want that experience.
Hey, True,
yeah.
how's it going? True's gonna be really mad here in a second because I'm gonna do this. That was not what I. Why did you? What the fuck is this goddamn?
Moving right along to the next.
Jesus Christ! I'm about fucking done with this.
As I was saying, they were petitioning Blizzard to try and save the server. So if Blizzard changes their mind, then the server should still be up as of today. If they haven't, which I'm pretty sure they haven't, then the server's going to go down, and eventually one of the fans of the server will most likely get the server back up under a open source.
Right.
Well, it makes me wonder if Blizzard isn't actually planning on doing the whole vanilla
That's
WoW
what I'm
thing.
kind of thinking.
Because these servers have been around for a long time, and they haven't done anything about it, and now all of a sudden they are, so I'm wondering if that's not their
That's
intention.
what I'm thinking, is they're going to have like a throwback server or whatever, and they're going to open up a vanilla server to where you have to pay to play. Or
Right.
maybe that'll be their free server, and the DLC content, they'll just kind of jack up the price a little bit.
Right.
I don't know.
Thank
We'll
you,
see what
Nightbot, for
happens with
catching up.
Blizzard. I'll keep an eye on Blizzard.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like the way Blizzard went about doing it. It seems like a douchebag kind of move. This is something
Well,
I would expect
And
from
I like
Microsoft.
Blizzard.
I like-
and
I don't know.
Blizzard.
I'm from a company standpoint, right? Allowing somebody to run a server for a game that
Insanity.
people have to pay to play, right? I'm
Right.
really actually surprised they let it go on as long as they did, because
But
this
there
is
are
a way
so
of
many
getting around the
servers to do
subscriptions.
This is the only
Right,
vanilla.
oh,
This is the biggest vanilla one.
well,
but there are
right.
huge, like
Right,
even
well-
current Minecraft, current World of Warcraft servers
Right.
that are out there.
Yeah, well, and I think this might be a first step in curtailing that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think Blizzard's not making as much money as Blizzard's used to making on WoW, so they're probably kind of going after some of these to try to curtail that a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't like the way they went about doing it.
I don't
Always
either.
do.
I think it was a very dickish, almost a bully maneuver.
I think they
So-
would have been better off if they would have just done a blanket takedown on all of them at one time rather than a single out one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max, you're right. It looks like you've got something in your eye.
I
Yeah.
took a cum shot to the eye. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a wonderful Snapchat. I should have fucking saved that shit.
Oh, I
I
can
really
save it
should
for you. because I sent it to myself because I accidentally pushed the everybody button instead of Twitch button. So there's going to be a few large streamers who are pissed off at me because they don't like to get those Snapchats.
Oh well. Fuck them.
AWKWARD, awkward.
Well, glad we have an awkward song now.
Alright, so the next one here, Nintendo. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I wish they wouldn't.
this-
I don't even want to fucking
Go ahead, Max.
go into this one. Yeah, Max, you want to take over and get them? Get him, Max. Wait. Hang on. Shake his chain. We got to get him ready. You got to shake his chain. Get him mad. Here we go. Set. Go.
Okay, fucking Nintendo took away this. If you guys didn't get a chance to play this, this is a
so much
beautiful, beautiful voxel recreation of the original Legend of Zelda for the NES, which it's a tiny game originally. It's only like not even like 8 kilobytes or some shit like that. It's a tiny, beautiful game. This recreation, it's one of the first games I ever played. Like, if you guys haven't heard my video gaming story, how I learned to read, my mother literally sat me down in front of an NES at like between the ages of 1 and 3. She's not quite sure exactly how old I was, and put me in front of Zelda, let me walk into the cave, and the old man said something, and I asked her what he said. And she goes, no, I'm not going to tell you what he said, but I will teach you how to read, so you can be able to play this game on your own completely. So that's the story of how way before I was in kindergarten, I was already reading like giant, huge book. But and Zelda has a place in my heart, and this was an amazing recreation. It was all voxelized, it was beautiful, it was 3D, and it was true to like everything. The secrets were there, the walls you could blow up, the hidden bushes you could blow up. It was beautiful, and it's fucking Nintendo.
I wonder at this point though why anybody bothers to even start a project like this, right? Because they've done it so many times, right? There was the Mario 64 that was done in the Unreal Engine that had the kibosh put on it.
Yep.
There's been a number of these. Like Nintendo just wants to have fucking nothing of it.
One, how much you want to bet they're gonna fucking re-release pretty much the exact same thing on like a 3DS?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
How much you want?
Or the entire thing.
Right.
You know what, I'm surprised, and I don't think it's gotten the axe yet, but what was actually really cool is, this is going back to, what was it, the last week we went into our whole big rant about VR stuff, but there is somebody recreated at least the entire overworld. I don't know what projects has been done on it, because I watched a YouTuber play it, but at least the entire overworld of the original Legend of Zelda in a from Link's perspective view on a VR headset, and it was amazing. Like literally, he would peek over the bushes, and there would be an Octorok, and he would pull out his shields and shit. Like, it was amazing. And that one they kind of let slide, at least for a long time. I don't know if it's gotten cut yet, but I would really love to see.
List.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. But
I mean, when they were taking down on YouTube when Mario Maker was coming out, they were doing takedowns on task runs.
Which is dumb as shit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's what was it? It's like Super Mario Writer or whatever. Somebody's recreating the entirety of Super Mario Maker in PC, and that so far hasn't gotten caught. I'm waiting for it.
Oh yeah, it will.
But if it gets released before it gets cut, like, I'm gonna be waiting there. I have actually a thing set off to send me a notification if it actually gets released. Cool. So I will have that set up to download right away, just so I can have it on my computer, just for when it gets to cut, I can still have a copy of it and play the shit out of it. I don't want to spend $300 just to play Mario Maker and Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, no.
I actually, like, from what I've seen of Mario Maker, I'm a bit disappointed in it, just because to me, like, it seems like the level sizes are way too limited, right? Like, I wanted to make these grandiose levels, and you can make them bigger by using warp pipes and, stuff like that, but meh, I wanted them to be at least, like, 5 times as big as they are.
Don't even know, it's still a lot of fun to play. I got it for my kids, and I've ended up playing it more than my kids.
Oh, I would play the shit out of it if I had it. I just don't have a Wii U, so.
Max. Chat, sorry. Alright, so, who did, let's see, sci-fi first-person shooter desync?
Yeah, I posted this one. I saw it when it came out in PAX. I saw a little bit on it, and then I watched this video, which the video really does the game justice. Yeah, it's like almost like Far Cry Blood Dragon type graphics.
Yeah, it does kind of remind me. To be fair, it's Adult Swim games, and they haven't really made something bad yet. Like, ridiculous and weird, but not bad.
Like Duck Game is one from them, right?
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of, like, Quake. And
Quake
I
was
guess
Tron,
the more
really.
yeah, it's a Twitch shooter. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what more they're doing with it. But as far as the gameplay that's come out so far, it looks beautiful. So this is definitely on my top list to get when it comes out.
Now you said that, Bucket, and it made me think of a game we didn't have on the list to play. I don't know if you actually played it. The Unreal. Did you actually give that a shot?
Yes. Oh shit.
It's really good, isn't it?
Forgot about that. Yes. A lot of fun. Great levels. In fact, I want to get a family game night on there one of these weeks because it is so much fun.
Have they done any updates to it at all? Or is it still
Yeah,
that
Bucket,
basic?
you were saying you can do like private matches now, right?
It looks like you can do private matches, so I'm gonna dig a little deeper into that later on.
Because it stays so true to like the original Unreal Tournament,
Yes.
right? It's like they didn't fuck it up. They just made it
No.
look pretty.
It's very energetic.
Well, you
There's
can't
some wall run
go wrong with
aspects.
Unreal. I hear that
Yeah.
the new the new Doom apparently their multiplayer looks a lot like Unreal. They're saying.
Yeah, I watched Rooster Teeth's Day of Doom live stream, and it looked amazing. They were playing multiplayer. They were like doing a multiplayer tournament. It looks phenomenal. You can become the demon. You can the weapons are bloody. There's assassinations. There's a lot of customization. You can customize your armor. You can customize your taunts. Just a shitload of customization.
I know I say this every time this game comes up, but it's too fucking yellow.
I know it is, but
What is?
I mean, it's not going to stop me from playing it, but it's too fucking yellow.
the
Are we talking about
gameplay
Doom?
Yes.
the gameplay I watched though wasn't
Can I point
really
out
that
that
yellow.
Doom 3 was too fucking black because you couldn't see shit.
Right.
You're
But
talking
Doom has always been like a dark game. Like 3 was too dark, but
Yeah.
it's always been a dark game.
It's been a
And-
dark game, but none of them have been as dark as 3 was.
Right,
I'm not gonna
no.
lie,
Well,
though.
that's just it. Doom 3 was dark enough, Killer could fucking hide in the goddamn thing, and we know how fucking likely that really is. So,
But just like that yellow tint that's on everything in
Oh,
the new
yeah.
one,
No.
it's not Doom. It's
no, Doom's
I
always
mean,
had a
what-
red
if
I
they
mean,
tint.
could
to be
put a
fair,
filter
it's
and
better than
fix
the
it.
fucking brown dirt tint that they were putting on everything for a while.
yeah, that's true.
Right,
That
yeah.
sepia
Yeah, but-
kind of bullshit.
Doom originally had a red tint. That was the point.
Yeah.
It was,
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it was
though,
always
I
supposed to be
didn't
kind of
really,
tinted with hell.
yeah.
I didn't really
hell,
notice
you're
that
dealing
much
with pure
yellow
evil.
in
That was the
gameplay
idea.
footage that I watched.
Maybe they fixed it because I know a lot of
I think
people have
they
bitched
fixed
about it.
Yeah. Because I didn't notice it during the last gameplay, the Day of Doom, Rooster Teeth's Day of Doom. I didn't notice that much yellow. I noticed a lot of fucking chaos though, which is great. And the scoring system, it plays a lot like Quake. You just play until you get the highest score possible. And until the time runs out, whoever has the highest score fucking wins. And I love that.
The thing that's going to disappoint me about this new Doom though is that Doom has always been first and foremost a PC game. And you know
Yes.
that we're going to get a basic fucking console port, right? Like that's just
I
how it
gotta
works these
say,
days.
the console port doesn't look so bad. Like it looks the things they did to compensate for the console and versus the PC actually look kind of interesting. That on the fly wheel to change
Yeah.
from in dramatic, like it actually looks pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's going to necessarily be great when it comes out. I haven't tried it myself, but I'm very interested in the way they're handling console versus PC because PC's still gonna have that classic, the bar at the bottom, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And the open beta is going to be starting up this week, so I know I'll at least be playing the Xbox version. If someone wants to hit the PC version, we can collab on the Nets Mindless Banner and
All done.
compare.
All done.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Thanks. Maybe I'll have to do a stream of it or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's see, what's the next one
As long
we
as it's
got?
not Tuesday night, because that's my PG game night, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to keep me PG.
Yeah, no, I would say
Um,
definitely not.
Next
You
one.
might play Stardew Valley that night.
Right.
GTA 5. Yeah.
They're coming out with the new emissary mode. It's kind of like football. One person gets like a briefcase or something, and they can't shoot. So they're relying on the rest of the team to defend them. And yeah, it's kind of like football or soccer, just going back and forth like that. And it's also double XP right now, so if you guys want double XP, hop on and start playing GTA 5 after Mindless Banner.
We need to get on there and play that new sumo mode too because that looks really
Yes.
fun. I don't know if it was like inspired by the Rooster Teeth really liked doing that a lot too, and it
Yeah.
looks really good.
Dude, I can't think sumo mode without thinking of Sumotori Dreams, if you guys know that game, which is the most ridiculous game ever. which is literally like trying to think of another game to compare it to. Like Gang Beast style walking, where you just kind of wobble around, and it's literally just two people, and you just kind of try to go up and try to waddle, fucking, and throw yourself at them until you can knock people over.
Someone please make that a GIF.
Give it up, people.
Somebody needs to make a sumo co-op game.
That'd be interesting.
Deadpool is not approved.
Okay, long story short here. Sanity sent out a tweet or a Snapchat the other night, had picture of two birds, and it said showing the tits or tit pics. And so my shirt has Deadpool on it, and he's got this "what the fuck" kind of look on his face. And so I took a picture of just the shirt and said Deadpool expects better tit pics. So when she said those, I said Deadpool does not approve. God damn it.
Nice.
Sorry, couldn't help it. All right, so this one actually, I found this rather interesting, and I would love to play this. Yeah, this looks pretty badass. But then again, I'm the type of person who loves these type of games, so you know.
Go ahead, Panther.
Yeah, exactly. No. Okay, so someone totally overhauled Aliens Colonial Marines, from the graphics all the way to the AI of it. And
to be fair, the only way to fucking play that game would be totally overhauled.
No shit.
Well, yeah, this is true.
Well, you know it's not a Nintendo game because the recreation is still out there.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's a very good point. Yeah, no, I'm interested in this idea because, yeah, the game was... I did it for console. I think I had an Xbox 360 or something like that when it came out the first time, right?
Yeah, it was 360.
Yeah, 360 and PS3. And I came home with it. I'm like, I've always loved the Aliens movies and what few Aliens games had come out before that. And same thing with, you know, like the Predator movies and games. You know, just because, I don't know, I just always liked that kind of shit. So I was like, cool, fucking, you could play as a Marine or an alien. Badass! And then I was like, this fucking gameplay is bullshit. What is this?
Yeah.
Was that the one where like the AI and stuff for the aliens was really janky?
Oh,
so they
yeah.
was like
fuck,
starting
yeah.
dancing and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was janky. In
Yeah,
that
you would shoot just right, and the alien would freak. But when it would freak, the game wouldn't catch up with it, so it would like go back and forth, and it'd be like back. And I was just like, oh my fucking god!
And then they like randomly teleport to a different part of the level. It's fucking weird. It was so weird.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's just
But yes.
yeah.
If I still have my copy of Colonial Marines for PC, I'm definitely checking this overhaul out. I have to go back and look though.
Oh, so is it a mod then, or?
I believe so. I believe it's a mod you download.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
think
full
so.
conversion kind of mod.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a reamped. It's basically a reamped mod, pretty much is what it is. So yeah, I'm excited about that idea. I would like to at least watch someone else play that before I dive into it. I don't want to spend any. I don't want to buy it and then
You don't want to
pissed
relive
off
that
again.
That
Yeah.
hurt. Yeah.
You know, all the fucking hype. I'll watch somebody on YouTube or something show it off, and we'll see what it looks like. If you could shoot the wall next to the alien, and the alien just go, "What the fucker," and then kill you, I'll be sold. I'll be sold at that point. But till then,
Fair enough.
All right. So was this one? Pretty much all these have been Bucket, haven't they? Goddamn Bucket.
Yeah, pretty much. I like fucking fluffed the hell out of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bucket Banter, and
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to post a hell of a lot. Between working and streaming, I didn't actually get to do.
To be honest,
no,
it was
my
like a
story.
really slow week for gaming news.
Yeah.
It
That's
really
true.
was. Like, I
We
was trying to
had
find
These
stuff.
last couple weeks have been slow as shit.
yeah, and
We were kind of
unfortunately,
in the lull before like the summer releases, the big summer releases.
Yeah.
yeah.
the
I
AAA
expect another
titles and
2 or
shit.
so weeks before we start actually fucking getting big shit coming in again. That's the yeah.
When's E3? Is that?
It's coming
There,
out,
yeah.
actually.
Is
Well,
it?
E3 and all the other packs, you know, all
Yeah,
the other
PAX
packs.
stuff
Like PAX
going on.
Prime, PAX Prime is usually the big one where the big announcements come out.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Which I'll hopefully be at. So I have to be
Nice.
happy about that. Hopefully, as long as I can make the money.
If one of you want to donate like 8 or 10 grand, so we can all go to PAX.
No
Right.
shit.
Exactly.
Actually, ignore all of them. You can donate like $300 to me. Save yourself some money. Because I live right near New York, and it's only about $75 to get myself over to Seattle, plus like another couple hundred for the ticket. I'll be sold. I'll be good. I'll be grand.
Yep.
Gravy.
This next story, I don't know about anybody else. I used to play the shit out of like Legacy, Kane, and Defiance and Soul Reaver. I did play quite a bit of Nosgoth.
Those were great!
Yeah, right? I am sad to say that it is canceled. So
It's just one of those ones that never really took off, right?
I
like
know.
It just...
And it was a great fucking game.
I think the problem is what a lot of these early access games run into is it built up a lot of steam really early on, and its update development cycle was really slow. So you had a lot of people up to here, and it's still in early access, and the interest just kind of went,
yeah,
and it hasn't even been officially released. So they're just like, nope.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and they're also saying that if you did get the game, the farthest back they're going to do refunds for it is March 1st. So we're all
That's what Tom
pretty
does,
much
yes.
fucked. Yeah.
What's up, Tom? How's it going? I like that. I could donate $5,000 worth of shit games. Yes.
That's what Tom does. No.
Hey, I'll take it.
No, you guys don't understand. Tom has to sing. He likes to come into my streams, my viewer, and he demands a drunk stream every day because that's
As one does.
He remembers back in the day when I used to do my drunk streams, and my last drunk stream where I ended up passing out on camera.
Right.
And my mods had to sit there and cheer everybody away. So basically, what he's been doing lately is buying me the worst games ever on Steam, like the 50-cent horribly negative review games, and until I do a drunk stream. So I just, because he knows I'll accept them to buffer my view account to get cards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll probably end up playing them. But yeah.
See, the problem is your horrible games are now my horrible games.
So, Tom, in other words, go ahead and spend the $5,000 on shit games just to fuck Killer's fucking list. That's the only reason for it.
Shit.
Just to fuck Killer's list. Don't even, Max over here, it'll be great to watch him go, what the fuck? But on top of that...
Well, I'm probably going to end up playing one of the games.
Right, exactly. We'll get entertainment from Max playing it, and then we will get entertainment from hearing mother bitch to the fucking list of my fucking Steam games!
You should see, he bought me this game called fucking Piggy Princess. We talked about this.
Is Kermit in there somewhere?
It's so bad. It's like a horrible fucking Angry Birds ripoff where you eat cans of beans and fart your pig through the level. And it's like the worst of the worst, just free assets thrown on top of each other. At one point, the pig cries, and it sounds like there's a coming pig. And literally, she goes crying. It's like, ah! Ah! And it's just terrifying. And I literally played that, like, they yelled at me in my stream that night to play it. And I played that game until the game just stopped working, because that's how bad it is. And it just got to a point where it wouldn't even let me interact with it anymore.
He should just buy you every game on Jim Sterling's, like, early access playlist.
Right.
Like,
Wow. Alright, so, yeah. Anyhow. So this next
Moving right
one,
along from that.
yeah. What is the next one? Baldur's Gate.
Okay. So,
Yeah, Max got this.
Yeah.
I got this. Baldur's Gate. Love Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate games are amazing. Grew up with them. The Baldur's Gate games, the Neverwinter Night games. We're talking Icewind Dale. All the great classic CRPGs of my youth. They recently came out with a new expansion. It's called, what was it called? Baldur's Gate fucking,
Doesn't
Oh
say.
It's
god,
in
I
here
don't
somewhere.
remember.
we
Siege
talked
of
about it
Dragon
last week, I
Spear.
think.
Yeah, Siege of Dragon Spear.
Yes.
I haven't actually downloaded it yet. I didn't have the money at the time. I'll probably end up downloading it at some point, although I don't know if it's compatible, because I have the good old games version, but I don't know if they're actually cross-compatible. But, anyway, the game has fucking, what do they call it? They call it SJW.
SJW. Social Justice Warrior.
Social Justice Warrior, spooned into everything. So they added in, let me preface this before anybody gets mad at me. Have zero problem with LGBTQ fucking however you spell that community.
Right.
Transsexuals have no problem with if you think you're a different gender, if you're into dudes, chicks, combination of the two, if you're asexual, whatever it is. Love you all. You guys are all awesome. I hate people on an individual level, not generally because of their sexuality. But they added a trans character in, which For me, interesting concept. I watch. If any of you guys know Extra Credits, I love to watch their giant rants on sexuality in gaming and gender points in gaming, and it's a really big unexplored concept in gaming, and it really opens up the possibility for a lot of different stories that haven't been told, which is great considering that a lot of things coming out now are just kind of rehashes of the same story. But their trans character is the worst written thing, just ever. Literally, they come up, the first line the character says to you is, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah, and I'm a transsexual." Like that's literally the first thing they say.
Ow.
It's like, just, we're throwing this in for token, like they're making it a token character. They're doing, what the Black Guy in horror movies was. Just the token cheap, I'm a transsexual, hey, let me hit on this character person. And it's really frustrating, because I'm one of those people, I don't know how everybody else feels, but I feel video games can be art. I feel video games have very important stories to tell, and in a way that no other medium can. In an interactive way that really lets each person's experience be different. And to see it take something and just take such a large, overarching concept with so much potential and crush it down into just this really shitty objective view of like a one-sided tokenism character is very frustrating for me as a gamer. And I just... Hi, my name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive.
Fast. Okay.
But yeah, what was I saying?
Anyway, they fucked it up.
They done fucked up, and everybody's mad about it. Like, whether or not you're mad about it because you're bigoted and you don't like transsexual characters in general, or just because you're mad because it's god awful writing. There's just nobody's happy here, and I don't know. And it's very frustrating for me as somebody. Baldur's Gate is at the pinnacle of CRPGing. It's one of the greatest. It's one of the most open world. It's open in a way that most RPGs nowadays can't really handle. Just because not only because you have to limit choices because of size constraints, because all these player models and everything take so much more space and everything like that, but just overall, you could do anything. You could literally, if you were powerful enough, go kill every character in the game. You could try to hit on these people. You could fuck these people. You could do whatever you want. It was built from the ground up on the D&D engine, on the Pathfinder engine, and everything like that. And they done fucked it up. It's literally what Bucket said it best. They done fucked it up.
they fucked it up. Hopefully they patch and fix it, but they fucked up.
Yeah. Who says, Baldur's Gate, fucking lose through progress, then gets finished off the Dragon Spear. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lose through progress, then get finished off, right?
Yeah. Alright.
I'm not too sure about this next one. I haven't read anything on that yet.
What, Itch?
Oh!
That's Max, yeah.
It's all me. If you couldn't tell, Max.
Go ahead and squee for a moment. Go ahead. You know you want to.
No, it's not a squee. It's not a good thing. This is just... I was actually debating for like a good solid 5 minutes whether to put this in Fails of the Week or in here. I ended up putting it in News. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm big into the indie gaming scene. I follow a lot of indie gaming, and I go on Game Jolt, all sorts of indie gaming. Itch.io is a gaming platform specifically for indie gamers, for smaller developers to release their games. Originally, those gay card games and stuff were released on this, and a lot of other games that have gone on to become bigger games started off at itch.io. It's a great way to get your game out there. It's a great way for developers to find for companies to find indie game developers that are doing interesting and new concepts and hire them. It's a really good resource. They're not a free service, though. Like, some of the games are free. You can release your game as a free thing, but it's a paid service. You can pay for games. People can put their games up for sale for a cheaper amount of money and release it there. So their bright idea was to go to Steam and say, hey, can you allow us to have like a free-to-play version, or like, not free-to-play version, but like a free app download, so within your game purchasing software, people can then go to our game purchasing software and buy games from us instead.
And I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I wondered too if it was a ploy for them to not have to pay for their own servers for hosting their downloads, and just let's get Steam to host this shit for us.
No, I think it was just an attempt to get it out there, but it's like, I can understand if it was an entirely free service, maybe. You know, as a free-to-play game thing, as a way to expand Steam's library, sure. But to tell a giant company that makes its money on people buying games that we want you to freely upload our program onto your servers so people can then buy games from us instead of you, just
That would be like Blizzard coming along saying, "Can we have you install the Blizzard launcher for us so people can come over here and buy our shit?" Right? Like,
Right. Just fucking wow.
I don't. Yeah, that was. Just I don't even.
It's
know
ballsy, that's for sure, and you got to give them props on that fact alone. Just the fact.
I don't know
that
if
it's
I have to
ballsy.
give them props.
if it works for them, let's see if GOG does it.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, no, they would never do because that's completely DRM free.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the launcher doesn't need DRM anyways, right? So they'd be alright with that.
You know what? I don't actually use the GOG launcher. I haven't actually messed with that. I just download the game straight from the site, so forgot about that.
Okay, so
I posted this next one. I'm kind of excited for it, even though I've never actually seen it played.
I'll play it.
Definitely gonna go and research it. It's a horror game that's procedurally generated and it's roguelike. I watched the video on it. It looked fucking amazing. So it's coming out of early access, I believe, next week. So I'm definitely gonna check it out.
So is it permadeath then, or?
I believe so.
Yes.
I believe once you die, you start all over.
Well, I just know like a lot of people use roguelike.
Yeah, roguelike
Improperly.
has become that term of like it's sprinkles. Hey, it's
Well,
roguelike.
they see the thing is that if you do it right, if you name it right, there's a difference, and people don't seem to understand the difference between roguelike and roguelite. Yeah.
And roguelite, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Because roguelite, for those of you in chat who might not know, because I know that we do have some viewers who are not heavy gamers, the difference between roguelike and roguelite is literally you go in a game, you start off at the beginning, and you try to get in as far as you can. If your character dies, your character dies. There's no progression. There's no nothing.
Yeah,
You
it's
start
like
over
hardcore
again.
in Diablo.
It is a hardcore mode, or even fucking Minecraft, really. It's just the hardcore. I mean, it's not the same thing because you're adventuring, but you know what I mean. But roguelite is different. Roguelike it's similar. You go through, you play up to a point, and your character dies. But there is some sort of character progression. Basically, you either through money, like Rogue Legacy, or what's that other one we talked about a couple weeks ago? That new one they're developing where you kill your enemies and you get their DNA. Can't remember what it was called, but
I don't remember what it was called.
But there's a game like that. Either way, you have some sort of currency or power or something that you can use at death to apply to your character, so your next playthrough is slightly less fucked. You have say another couple hit points of health, or a little bit extra mana, or your shot does 0.05 more damage, or something like that. And they're similar, but they're not the same. And I notice a lot of developers have a hard time differentiating between the two. So I go into a game thinking it's a roguelike, and it's like, oh no, wait, there's character progression.
Well, even roguelite has been bastardized, right? I've seen games that are just dungeon crawlers, and they'll call it a roguelite, and it's like, no.
Well, I think there tends to be this misconception that roguelike or roguelite means a game like Rogue, like in that visual style of the original Rogue for the classic computers, like the Commodore or whatever you want to call it. And there's just there needs to be like somebody needs to sit everybody down in a fucking room and be like, okay, this means this means this, this means this. Fucking
this will be our mission. This will be the mindless banter mission statement to teach everybody the difference between the roguelite and the roguelike.
And then just fucking kind of looks like Rogue.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's those. Keep an eye out for Phantasm.
I'll
whatever
probably
the fuck
end up
it's
picking it up
called.
because, like I said, I'm probably going to start doing some more horror games. I was actually having a lot of fun with Outlast, so I'm thinking I'm going to start going through a bunch more horror games, and that one does look pretty good.
You still have to go through the DLC too, the Whistleblower.
Right,
DLC.
Whistleblower. I do have to go through that, and I have both Amnesias to go through.
Oh well, there you go.
See, I'm not really into horror games, but I want to play Soma. Like that looks like interesting to me.
That was the game I was going to play, but I didn't really have the money to spare on it. Even on
I'm waiting for it to go
G2A,
cheaper.
it's like $21.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to be like a $5 game, and then I'll pick it up.
Twitch.tv/MMAXAMMS. Click on the donate pin.
You are such a whore.
Oh, I am. Or just exclamation point donate, because my bot is always running. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we're used to it, so, you know.
Fucking chill.
Alright, so, new releases
redo
that
the
came out
shuffle?
over the past week, right? Yeah? Is that what we're doing next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I skipped over that and I started going to fail stores.
I
Yeah, you're fine.
can throw out right now Doom and Battleborn. I believe there's one other game. They're coming out with their open betas this week. In the next 2-3 days, those should be starting up. So keep an eye out for those.
Battleborn started Friday, or came out Friday.
Yeah,
I just
Battleborn
point
started
out-
on PS4 Friday.
Yeah.
The rest of the PC and Xbox will be starting this week. I believe the 12th.
Gotcha.
I need to point out something very important.
What's that?
That there's a game on this list. It's like the 7th one down or whatever, and all it's called is fucking hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. And I don't know. I saw the game. I still don't know what's going on. It's shooting in some sort of weird VR thing.
Apparently
but that
it's
name,
VR, yeah.
that name deserves a shout out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, it's just because it has the word hot dog in it that it, tickles your fancy.
Oh yeah. Portal Stories, the Portal VR thing came out. I've seen a little bit of gameplay. It's apparently tantalizingly short, and it just leaves everybody wanting more. But then again, it's Portal. Everybody wants more Portal. Portal is just amazing.
And I guess it's a really good test for even if you don't have a headset, right? Like it's a good benchmark for seeing if your machine is good enough for VR.
Right. Let's see. There's not a whole lot of exciting stuff.
No, not really.
Battlefront DLC's coming out.
Yeah, the Outer
Thunderbird.
Rims, but the Outer Rims doesn't have too much. It adds that one fucking. No, not even the It's a Trap guy. No, the dude who fucking sits next to Lando Calrissian when they take off a Bespin. Literally, who's in there? I mean, I know he's got a big part in the extended universe. He's actually very important in the extended universe, which, pointing out, they completely threw out the window anyway, so why the fuck
Yeah,
does it
they say
matter?
that doesn't count for that game.
Well,
or for the series period
for the
now.
series now.
Yeah, Disney came in and went, yeah, all that shit that happened, yeah, it didn't fucking happen.
But yeah, but they put him in there and they put Greedo in there. And
All I can say is, like, that game's probably going to need another 20 DLCs at the size that they've been releasing them before it actually becomes the game it should have been when it fucking came out.
right.
The results reset. Do what?
Yeah, because last time we had, it was pretty much dead heat. Everything had one vote, and then I opened up the results, and apparently only Mr. Teddy had a vote. So, just in case
mine
you did
shows
vote,
4
please
votes.
go vote again.
I got.
Well, it just updated again.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
There's a
All
whole
Girls
lot of
2
VR
Encore.
stuff, honestly. That's the big thing right now. It's a lot, because the Oculus Rift just officially came out like a week or two ago.
Well, didn't the
VR
Vive too?
games, and the Vive came out, sorry, I forgot about that. So the VR games are coming out en masse right now. Or VR apps, I should say, not even all of them are games. But
That desktop app, man, that freaking desktop app.
oh my god. Also, if you guys want to donate $300,
What a
I'll
fucking
even- I'll
whore.
even-
What's up, Frosty?
I'll even go halfway in for the Rift, okay? If you want to donate that. Just $300, okay? I'll go
If you're going
halfway
halvesies
through.
with it, you might as well go after the Vive then, right? Like, spend that little extra money on yourself.
I mean, some of the stuff we'll see.
Well, you know. So, anything else we need to add, guys? Anything?
Not
Before
really.
we
There's
kick
not
on?
much
No?
going
Alright,
on
I
as
guess,
far as new games.
You guys ready for some fail stories? We had to actually go back a ways and find fail stories because fail stories were kind of not really all that there. But yeah, we'll kick into the fail stories. Why not? Why did the pitch just get fucked up?
Not mindless banter unless PP fucks something up.
Right.
Well, I hit play on it, and then all I did was hit play, and the pitch went boom, +9. I'm like, no, down.
Oh my god. If I had horror games and fully immersive VR, I would A, shit myself, and B, it would be amazing.
It would.
I'm just trying to imagine myself in Amnesia, because all you would see is just at one point me going to the desk. Okay, bye, cereal.
I was done with you guys anyways.
Alright, everybody, here's your weekly fail stories. All of these people had the perfect plan. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And then Max found out that somewhere and somehow it went sideways. And boy, every time that it does, it became an Uber or an Ultra. Dare I say Mega? You're done. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we did...
lightheaded because I went into high pitch there.
So we did get some
Max
feedback
just drops
about...
out of his fucking chair.
Oh, fuck. No, so,
stop sniffing glue.
I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Here, sir, use these. Oh, thanks. The earplugs. Oh, God, that fucking movie. Anyways, so we did get some feedback about this, that apparently the three bozos that are over here look a little bored when I'm reading the fail stories. So everyone's going to read a fail story. Minus Killer, because even if Killer were this fucking close, he would not be able to read the fail story. So
that's how I'm going to read my fail story.
Hey,
okay, guys.
You might want to that, whatever that was.
So, woman crashes.
That's not the first one, but
I just fucking scroll. Okay, should I go?
So, I don't care. It doesn't. You want this? I don't care who takes the first one. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Anyone? Anyone?
no.
Bueller.
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 No. Bueller. Bueller. Okay, so Breathitt County Jail escapee was arrested Tuesday morning in Wolfe County several hours after he apparently taped a video for Facebook. So once again, social media coming to the police aid. Investigators began searching for Justin Talby Friday when he escaped while being taken to the Breathitt County Courthouse for an arraignment. There's a surveillance video footage of Talby running out of the courthouse across the street, and this video was posted hoping that it would lead them to wherever he went, but it wasn't the public that led police to Talby. It was actually a video that he made. On Monday, a video was posted on Facebook that tagged Justin at the Red River Gorge. And the man in the video discussed a recent brush with local law enforcement, and Talby says on the video that it's Justin Talby coming at you live, a new release coming soon to theaters near you. He later says he was being held in Breathitt County, but he was released Friday on an ROR bond, which, for those who don't know, it means you're released on your own fucking recognizance. So, yeah.
Recognizance.
Yeah, fuck off. I fucked up the word. We expect this from me. Kentucky State Police Trooper, Joe Veneman, confirmed the Facebook post was how state police found Talby. He said they were familiar with the man who posted the video and went to his house around 1:30 in the morning, where they found him in bed with his girlfriend. When he then asked them if someone had turned him in, and the trooper advised the reason he was able to locate him was because of a video that he posted to Facebook. And once the trooper told him that, he just simply didn't believe it. So Breathitt County jailer James Turner says Talby was returned after his arrest, and an escape charge has now been added to his case. Way to fucking go.
Nice.
I love it. I'll do the next one. No, you
Okay.
go. You go.
Okay.
We'll go down the order, except for this guy.
37-year-old, however the fuck you pronounce it, Thurnisha Lewis of Gainesville,
Thurnisha,
Florida.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
some
gone to
shit like
Johnner's
that.
line.
Excuse me, you gotta go sassy.
Thurnisha. Yeah.
Thurnisha. Stole a BMW on Saturday night, but around 1:40 a.m. a cop spotted her, so she sped off. He started chasing her, and she swerved down a random street to try to get away. Unfortunately for her, that street happened to lead to a prison. And when she got onto the ground, she accidentally drove right into a pond. G fucking G.
Okay, yeah. Fail number 1. Drove into a pond.
Keep reading.
Yep, she climbed out of
Fail.
the car, but 2 cops waded into the pond and arrested her. She was actually taken to a different jail and charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle and attempting to elude law enforcement.
PG.
Wait,
I just
Fail.
have to point out Tom's comment in the Twitch chat, which says, "I got a pretty good fail story. It was the day of my birth."
we all heard that story, alright?
We've all seen the video from that.
And you didn't
From the
wash your
conception, at
hands.
least.
Anyway. So go
Was
ahead,
your
Max.
father?
All right, Lucille Lavoie is how I'm going to pronounce that. Parked her car on St. James Street last Friday and hopped out to help her daughter-in-law carry in some groceries. Lavoie knew it would only take a minute or two, so she left the vehicle running with her cell phone inside. When she came back, the car and everything in it was gone.
Okay, so leaving the vehicle running.
That's fail number 1. Later that night, when she was back
Fail.
home, Lavoie turned on her computer and found a photo automatically updated from her phone showing 3 young people, a girl and 2 boys, inside her car. I clicked on it, and my goodness, there it was. Yeah, 3 of them, Lavoie said. She was doing a selfie, I guess, and it caught all 3 people. Lavoie said she felt like it was Christmas to be handed something that could help investigators locate her car. She shared the photo on Facebook, and it was quickly shared thousands of times. Lavoie also received help from people who recognized the people in the photo and passed on that information to the police. On Thursday night, she received a call from police that the 3 people had been arrested. Police confirmed the arrest on Friday, but said the investigation is ongoing. They could not provide more information. I just want to see them accountable, said Lavoie. Lavoie told CBC News late Friday night her car had been located and remains in a tow lot waiting to be examined by police. So that's a couple of fails. That's a fail on her part for leaving the car running, and then fail on the kids for taking her phone,
Fail.
taking a selfie with it, and not realizing that everything's fucking digitally connected nowadays, so it's gonna get auto-uploaded somewhere.
Can I say too though that she just sounded like a bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a tiny little bit, yeah.
Maybe I made the voice a little too bitchy.
Yeah, that
That's
might have
right.
been it. It might be just you're naturally bitchy.
So, continuing on with the theme of things being stolen. Jesus Christ. Continuing on with the theme of things getting stolen. 6 little kids in Australia stole a car last week, and that's not even the weirdest part of the story, guys. Happened in the town called Palmerston, which is the Northern Territories of Australia. Halfway between Fanny Bay and Humpty Doo, and we're not making this up. It was 4 boys and 2 girls, and all of them are between 9 and 14 years old. What, Max? What?
I know that there's some real great comments I can make. It's just I don't know which one. It's
Fanny Bay and Humpty
picking the
Doo,
little-
and yeah, I know you're like this one connected
Low-hanging
with this.
fruit, man.
This is connect the dots. This one and this one go together. This one and this one of these things is not like the other, but everything's fitting so far.
Can you imagine like anything in Humpty Doo?
To the Fanny Bay.
It's got to be ridiculous, right? Like, welcome to the Humpty Doo City Council meeting. Like, I didn't even say that with a straight fucking face.
Hi
Guys,
guys, thanks
I
for
don't know
joining
what
us here in the Fanny Bay Council meeting. Okay, anyways,
Hi,
Today at
Jose
the
Bob
Humpty Doo
Bob.
Creamery, we're going to give you a full talk.
But their official welcome is hi.
my
Jose
God,
Bob
it's a
Bob.
Fanny Bay blowout. Anyway.
Continue on. Sorry.
So it was 4 boys and 2 girls, and all of them are between 9 and 14 years old, but they clearly messed with the wrong guy. They broke into some guy's house, grabbed the keys to his super sweet Mazda, and drove off. But he was able to chase them in his helicopter. Yeah, that's right. He had a fucking helicopter. So breaking into a man's
As we
house
all
who
do.
owns a helicopter. Yeah.
Fail.
So, yeah, somehow this guy just happened to have a helicopter sitting around. He hopped in, flew after him, and the cops called the cops to give them real-time updates on where the kids were heading. So the cops were able to use his directions, catch up with the kids, and all of them were arrested for grand theft.
Fail.
Good job.
Yeah, I think this is perfect for Bucket to take this one, because this is something that would happen to Bucket.
Yeah.
Mainly because he
It's
would be
perfect
on...
because I wanted the next one too. So
Yeah,
watch out.
well, not only that, but Bucket, I could see, would be on the eucalyptus, and this would happen.
Yeah, so
eucalyptus is my thing. That is our word.
that is our word. Can't use that.
Eucalyptus?
Scruffy enough herder.
And now, hold on, let me just move him out of team speed.
Yeah. I was waiting to see you zoom the camera in, like it goes in quickly.
Oh no, you
Or
didn't.
If I have had my video control up, I would do that, actually.
The Indiana Department of Natural Resource said Allie Carter, age 25 of Avila, was hunting waterfowl at Tri-County Fish and Wildlife Area Saturday when she set her 12-gauge shotgun on the ground by her feet. The DNR report said Carter's 10-year-old chocolate lab, aptly named Trigger, then stepped on the gun, causing it to fire. Carter was taken to a local hospital with injuries to her left foot and toes. She was transferred to a hospital in Fort Wayne and then later released. I've actually been to Fort Wayne.
Okay, hang on. So first off, you set the gun down on the ground, loaded,
Yes.
ready to go. There's fail 1.
Doesn't everybody do that?
Fail.
Oh yeah.
You named your dog Trigger, that's fucking fail too.
I'll go with that. We'll play that. Yeah, fail 2. All right.
Fail.
Fail number 3. Your dog shot you in the foot.
Fail number 3. There we go. All right, there it is. Okay, so
Fail.
go ahead, continue. Sorry, I just wow.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, Fort Wayne. I've been there, so now I can truly believe the story. It was just an accident that occurred, and just to serve as a stark reminder of some of the safety measures you should take, in the Indiana Conservation Officer Jonathan Boyd said. Boyd said Carter had not completed a hunting safety course.
There it is. Fail number 4.
He recommended all hunters complete one of
Fail.
DNR's free courses.
If you're gonna have a fucking gun, you
That's
should
the last
complete
fail.
course.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a free
it's
course,
a
and you didn't
free
fucking take it.
course.
But here's the thing. I don't care
Fail.
if you took a hunter safety course or not, right? If you're
Common
stupid
sense.
enough to send a loaded gun on the ground, especially with a freaking dog running around, a hunter safety course is not gonna do you a bit of fucking good.
This is true.
No.
This is true.
I should point out, you guys, this just reminds me of one of the most famous of all time Darwin Awards. Was the dude who went out ice fishing with his dog. Do you guys know this one? Where he decided that the ice was, they didn't have the proper equipment to drill through the ice. So they're all sitting there, they're in like Alaska, just on this really thick ice tundra. They're like, okay, I know what we're gonna do. Fucking getting drunk, they got their giant truck on there, out there. It's like a brand new, like $200,000-$300,000 truck. Just a really nice, beautiful truck. Decides that in order to break through the ice, we're gonna light a stick of TNT, throw it out on the ice. So they do that, throw it on the ice. I'm thinking, hey, we got a dog here. What happens when you throw a stick-shaped object and there's a dog?
God.
No.
The dog runs out and grabs it, and runs and hides under the truck with the TNT.
That's
So not only does the dog get fucked up, the ice cracked. The $200,000 truck goes right into the ice and the water.
Since we're talking Darwin Awards, I gotta do my favorite one. This one was a runner-up. This guy went to steal some gas out of his neighbor's motorhome. And the neighbor found him passed out next to the motorhome and promptly had him arrested because the idiot stuck the siphoning hose in the sewage tank instead of the gas tank, and the gases knocked him out.
Oh,
That's disgusting. That's just fucked up. Okay. Wow. Anyway, so
Alright, moving on.
Max, yeah, kicking into this one here. I like this one.
Alright. So, authorities reported a group of 5 men hunting without licenses was attacked by a big cat at a private game farm near the Kruger. Matome Mahale, 24, yes, I'm only going to be able to pronounce it that way, was killed along with 2 dogs who were accompanying the group. Local police spokesperson Colonel Ronald Otto, sorry, that was a little bit of a fucking tongue twister,
Yeah.
said that 3 men managed to climb into a tree and another managed to escape, but the deceased and 2 dogs were mauled to death. Locals said there won't be many people feeling sorry for him. This is seen as poetic justice for the death of Cecil. Cecil was a Southwest African lion who lived in Hwang is how I'm going to pronounce that too. National Park in Zimbabwe, which borders South Africa, where the killer lion attacked the hunter. Cecil was wounded with an arrow by Walter Palmer, an American recreational big-time hunter, and approximately 40 hours later killed with a rifle. He was 13 years old when he was shot dead. Earlier this month, it was revealed that Mr. Palmer will not be charged by Zimbabwean authorities over the killing. The government said it would not prosecute the dentist as all papers were in order. Spokesman for the charity Lion Aid blasted this decision, saying Lion Aid is disappointed but not at all surprised that Zimbabwe eventually decided to decline prosecution of Walter Palmer. After all, Walter Palmer was only one of many hundreds of trophy hunters before him who hunted the thin edge of the law. Zimbabwe had decided to prosecute Walter Palmer. It would have established a procedure by which future Walter Palmers could be prosecuted. I don't know how much of a fail that was. That was just kind of a fucked up shot of Lion
Fail.
story.
Well,
Trying to
yeah,
shoot a lion story.
it's just, yeah.
I mean, poetic justice for shooting a lion story, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Okay, so, this one. I like this. Okay, so, this actually sounds a bit more exciting than the last Indiana Jones movie. Indiana Jones gets into a high-speed police chase. There's a 21-year-old guy from Rushville, New York, whose real name, I shit you not, is Indiana Jones. 'Cause, yeah.
Who hasn't been named that once or twice?
I know, right? Specifically, it's Indiana Z. Jones, to be precise. Which is even cooler. Maybe. And he was driving his super sweet 2002 Audi on Sunday night, and some cops tried to pull him over. It's not clear why they tried to pull him over yet, but for whatever reason, he decided he didn't want to stop. Maybe he thought they had snakes. He hates snakes, so he sped off. The Indiana Jones and the cops got into a high-speed chase at over 100 miles an hour, and it ended after 6 minutes when the police used spike strips to pop his tires. I assume Plan B was running him down with a giant boulder, but that didn't work. Indiana Jones was arrested and hit with 14 different charges, including unlawfully fleeing a police officer, reckless operation, speeding, and having an unregistered vehicle.
I want to know
Fail.
if when he was running from the cops, if he was like, dun, 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 dun,
Oh my god. Okay, so the piece by the artistic team of Whatever the Fuck and Whatever the Fuck is called...
Goldschmied and Shari.
Thank you. Is called Whatever the Fuck, which translated to English is Where Shall We Go Dancing Tonight? Please,
Dove
just
andiamo
call
a
it that.
ballare questa sera?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And according
Apparently, he
to...
took the wrong one. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck language is all this?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get bucket of fail for unable to read.
Right?
Fail.
According to Mushion, in the South Tyrol town of Bolzano.
Bolzano! It's my favorite town, Bolzano.
Yeah,
Everyone just walks around going, balls to you, sir, and balls to you.
It's intended to look like the aftermath of a party, a comment on the end of a period of consumerism, financial speculation, the advert of commercial TV, and much partying in Italy. The artists call it the aftermath of party, the leftovers of feast, the metaphorical tree of abundance and ruins. Unfortunately, when the cleaning crew came in last Saturday to clean up after an actual party, they got their iritus mixed up and hauled the art piece away. That's the fail.
To be fair, it sounds like they just strewed fucking garbage all over the place anyways
Fail.
and called it art.
Luckily, quote unquote, they were able to find it aside from 30 champagne bottles.
You just sent a
But
message.
otherwise, that's it. I mean, the rest of the story is just gobbledygook.
As was the
That's
beginning.
not American.
Yeah. But fuck y'all.
I'm really
Clean
glad I got
threw
this
it
next
away,
story.
and then they found it. Yeah, I really wanted this next story, you son of a bitch.
Alright, so authorities in Kansas said they were searching for a sword-wielding suspect who was chased through multiple backyards by a resident armed with a spear.
Are we
So
sure
that's
we're in
just-
Kansas and we're not fucking in Africa somewhere? Jesus Christ.
Sorry, moving
Done.
So when you're gonna get out of my house?
Gonna chase this guy with a spear. A spear. Okay. Which
And that fucking coach is like, what the fuck just happened here?
Now,
I'm blind. Did I miss something? Is there like a cue for all of us to just go nuts and racist? Did he hold up a cue card Wile E. Coyote style?
Yikes!
Alright. Wichita police said a 49-year-old
I just saw
woman
the
called
story. I
911.
get next.
Oh, okay.
Wichita... Mess me up, bucket, damn it. Wichita police said a 49-year-old woman called 911 at about 8 a.m. Saturday and reported finding a man armed with a sword in her bedroom. So there's a man with a sword and a person with a spear. Just want to point that out. That's how this story is going out. Woman told police she initially thought the man was there to speak with her son, who does medieval reenactments, but soon discovered that the man was taking items from her home. So that was your grand idea, was to go robbing a house armed with a sword.
I cannot believe
That's
this
fair.
happened in Wichita. I just
Fail.
Oh,
What is with Kansas, right? Because isn't that where the octopus thing was that we were talking about
Yes.
earlier this week, where the
Yep.
DFS came in because the kid was choking on a fucking octopus?
CPS, yeah.
Yep.
The police said the woman had woke her son, who armed himself with a spear used in the reenactments, and chased the suspect through several backyards. I'm just imagining like a Ferris Bueller style, slow montage of them just going over the fence, just. Police said the suspect got away, but they were looking into whether the woman was correct in thinking she recognized him from the reenactments she participates in with her son. We did have several of the neighbors calling in. They had folks running through your backyard armed with this large spear and armed with a sword, Sergeant Brian Sigmund said. Sigmund said the police were searching for the suspect and planned to charge him with aggravated burglary. In 24 years, this is definitely a first, Sigmund said.
All I can see is this woman walking in. This guy's got a fucking
Fail.
TV in his hand, right? Sword on his back. And he's like, drops the TV, huzzah! And he pulls the fucking sword out.
I'm just imagining, my thing I'm imagining is they're coming in and one dude comes out fucking in his house just Roman-style toga garb and the other dude's just Centurion style. Just trotting through the law. You come back here with my television!
Okay. Bond's gonna love hearing this one when he watches the VOD, I just have to say. 24-year-old James Hubert is a student at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, and his nickname is 007. But unfortunately, James Hubert is no James Bond. So he went to a sorority party earlier this month, then disappeared. He was missing for like 2 days, till his friends realized his date had left her iPhone in his jacket, and they tracked it. They tracked it with the Find My iPhone app. They found James next to some train tracks, face down in the dirt, covered in blood. When they asked him what happened, his story kept changing. It started with him saying a homeless guy jumped him. Then he changed it into a group of people jumping him. Then he switched to being hit by the train. Do I want to know what it is? Oh, dear God. Fuck off, killer. Yeah, being hit by the train. So, what really happened? Apparently, he tried to live up to his name, James Bond, and attempted jumping onto a moving train, but he fell off and was too hurt to move. The cops have surveillance footage of the jump. Now, it's possible that he could face criminal charges for lying about being mugged, but for now, I think he's just recovering in the hospital. So, yeah.
Why would you face... I mean, you could face criminal charges
Fail.
for attempting to jump on a moving train, but you shouldn't be able to face criminal charges for lying about how you were assaulted.
Well,
you're
that's
injured.
kind of, in a way, that's considered obstruction of justice because you're lying about the you're giving false information to the investigation.
You can keep your mouth shut and just not say anything. But the second you start lying, yeah, it's...
Yeah. So I'm gonna post those in
Was
chat.
it-
That's those are the links for the actual damage that has been done to him. It's not the greatest of pictures. It comes up as a small thumbnail, but
I was gonna say that's like a fucking Facebook image.
I know.
Well, Bucket, this next one's on
Yay!
Yeah.
There's really... I'm just gonna start from beginning to end. So here we go. A prisoner wanting a bigger manhood had screwed up his penal system by injecting petroleum jelly into it.
I
According
know what
to a
that shit
report-
does too, man. No.
You know what injecting
Fail, right there.
petroleum jelly into your penis does?
No,
He's
I know
done
what
it.
petroleum jelly can do to you if it hits like sores and shit.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'd make you qualify that a bit.
According to
Yeah, specify, buddy.
according to a report, Alexander Dijlik age 46, was serving a 7 years of prison for theft in a
Serbian
slammer.
Yeah.
There we go. When a fellow inmate who claimed to be a plastic surgeon suggested the cringe-worthy procedure. He told me I could inject my manhood with Vaseline and this would pump it up and make it much larger.
This would pump it up. Sorry, continue.
Dicklick said he arranged for medical equipment to be smuggled into the jail and
Wait.
injected... Yes, I called him Dicklick.
Okay. I was like, I didn't mishear that, right?
Smuggled into the jail and injected 80 grams of Vaseline into his member for a 4-day span. My genitals swelled up and I was in terrible pain, said Dicklick, who was taken to the hospital. The swelling was so bad the doctors had to cut away an outer part of his penis so I could urinate. I was put on a catheter and then got an infection, but survived the horror, he said. He also paid a stiff penalty at home, and the wife left me because she could not see this horror, and no one can help me, he lamented.
I'm wondering, like, if his cellmate, like, came over and was like, April Fools,
Fail.
like, 2 days after it was done.
By the way.
Oh my god. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so, anyway, that is your fail stories of the week. Anyone got anything else to add into this here? Any other small rants, raves we gotta go into?
No, but we gotta finish for the week.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I was
jumped
just...
on the train was kind of interesting.
And we need the cities, too.
Oh yes, we do need to do that too, don't we?
Oh, well, we gotta announce the other one.
I'm pretty sure Sun Joho. was the winner.
Yep, so it looks like, the winner for your Freak of the Week is Sunny Jono. We'll go ahead and run that one again, why not?
I've done a bad thing. Rant and raves. 32-year-old South City. I've done a bad thing and I have to confess to you. Honestly, I'm not sure about the legality of all of this, so I hope opening up to Craigslist will at least help me move on with my life. A few months ago, I broke into my parents' house last summer. They kicked me out for being a pillhead, and I haven't spoken to them since. I'm pretty much dead to them. I needed money, and I know where they kept their emergency stash. I broke in through the screen door and headed to the linen closet where I know they kept a box. As I was digging through it, I heard a moan from their bedroom. The door was open, so I crept down the hallway and watched for about 20 minutes. My parents were having sex. It was incredibly hot. I don't know what it was exactly, but watching my dad go up, my mom turned me on so much I waited for them to get done. Then I snuck into their room while they slept. I stood at the foot of their bed and couldn't help it. I undressed and took care of myself. Part of me hoped that they would have woke up, and part of me was terrified. I was able to round the bases and snuck out of the room without them waking up. I know it was wrong, but I can't wait to do it again.
There you
I
go.
still say Hot Dish should have won it.
Yeah, Tom's going, what the fuck? Yeah, Tom, you missed it. If you'd have been here in the very beginning, you would have seen the Freak of the Week run through, all 3 of them. So, at this point... What's that? Tom's what?
I don't think Tom's been here.
Oh, okay. Well, still.
Tom
so
doesn't know what the Freak of the Week in general is.
Oh, well. Dude, Tom, go back on the VODs, buddy. Go back to the VODs. Trust me.
Most of our VODs are fucking muted at this point.
Are they really?
Are they?
They shouldn't
A
be.
bunch of ours have been.
Really?
I thought it was just like the first
No,
two.
it was just that one because of that. After that one, I never played any more sounds from videos.
I know my mother's tried to go through a bunch, and all she gets is fucking what you call it, open music, whatever. I can think of the fucking music to put over the VOD muted ones.
Huh.
Oh, balls.
Loves to masturbate to their parents having sex. Right, exactly, Tom. That's how it goes.
Who doesn't?
So that's your
I
winner.
love to masturbate
It's
to your parents having sex too.
right, exactly. That's your winner, Sunny Jono. At this point, do we want to run the winner command on both chats, maybe, or something? I don't know how you guys want to do this. Now we have
Is
2
there
fucking
a
chats.
winner
Up.
command in the other chat? Well, everybody's in fucking. Most people are in Twitch.
You know what? I don't know. Does Onkbot have that as a standard thing or not? Or is that something you got to
It's got a giveaway thing, or
I say first 3, fucking towns that pop up in the chats are the ones we'll do.
All right, guys, spit out some chat. Spit out some towns.
Spit out some
City and
towns.
state.
There's a fail for you
Spit
from
out
Mr.
some
Max.
terms. There you go.
Fail.
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 Fail?
And the first 3 we see we'll go with. Starting now.
Maybe not, because no one's paying attention.
Now.
See, if it were me, I would have been a dick and like taken
Bangor,
down the name of
there we
that
go.
town in
Okay.
Zimbabwe.
Papa, get your mind out of the gutter. It's Bangor, Maine, not Bangor, Maine. God damn.
Bangor, Maine might have some really good fucking stories in
Yeah,
it. though.
you can find somebody called Banger Me. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. What was the next one? Denver,
We
Colorado.
just
Colorado.
did Denver.
We just did Denver, Colorado. Frosty, sorry, buddy. That was one of the ones that we did this past one
It
here.
was Hot Dish, which I still think should have won it.
But you're wrong, Jay.
Mr.
That one was much better.
Move
Come
over,
on,
butthead.
jerking off to your parents wins everything.
As you do.
My missus.
Which
Okay,
is a
so
sentence I didn't
Morgan's
expect to say.
saying that she can't get her chat to work, but she sent me Grand Forks ND.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
North Dakota, eh?
Yeah.
So Grand Forks,
In San
North
Diego,
Dakota.
California. We've already done San Diego.
San Diego,
been
Well,
California.
we did
it's been a
San
couple-
Francisco, didn't we?
I thought we did San Diego at one point. We could just, I don't give a shit. It's been a
Let me
while
look.
since we've done
Yeah.
it, so it's going to have new things.
San Fran. No, I don't see San Diego. No, I see San Fran.
Even if we had, it's okay if we do it again. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah,
so.
fuck it. So, yeah, sure, why not? San Diego. Ah, fuck, where the hell did the damn thing go? There it is. Alright, cool. So that's the 3 states. We will go ahead and look those through. We're going to scour Craigslist for the freakiest type of people that we can find. I would say we'll do it throughout the week, but in real honesty, it's going to happen Saturday.
I was gonna say scour doesn't sound like us. This is we're gonna frantically look at the last second.
Yeah, pretty
Hey,
much.
I got
That's
mine
what it's
done
going to be.
really early.
This is
Last
true.
time.
Bucket's been like on game. Like he did the Freaks of the Weeks and everything, and he was on
did.
game when it came to the banter bits, right up until this past
Motherfucking
fucking
Connor.
Wednesday.
I know.
I'm like,
I know.
I shit you not. I'm like going through my whole Wednesday, like I don't need to worry about banter bit. Bucket's already got it. He's been doing that shit for the last 2 weeks without us saying a fucking word. I
I'm
woke
just
up
gonna
on
say nothing
Thursday
here.
morning and I'm just looking, going, there was no banter bit last night. I purposely did not do anything as far as the tweet outs go for Wednesday because I was expecting Bucket to throw a banter bit down.
Bucket's the one that makes all the ones that get the hits anyways, right? So we'll just let him do it.
But I'll do 2 nights or this coming week.
No.
I know which
There'll be
one you can
random
do.
day. I'm not gonna do Friday. Fuck
Aww.
Anyway, so we'll check out those 3 spots for you guys. We'll get you your freaks. We'll narrow it down to the top 3 that we like. We'll get it recorded, and then you guys will hear it next week. Anyone got anything else to add into this?
I gotta go.
Nope.
You gotta go? Alright, that's
Yeah.
fine.
This is run over so hard.
It's alright, nothing wrong with that. So there we go. We'll run the social commands. You guys can hit us up on Gmail or hit us up on Twitter. Any suggestions you got for the show, things you'd like to see, things you don't like about the show at the particular moment, anything like that, or just general fucking banter. I had to. It was too good to pass up. So anyways. Don't bitch. You enjoyed it. You fucking know it. Alright, so. Then if no one else has anything, then on behalf of everybody else, I would like to say I hope you all have a great weekend. We'll see you after this with the TWGD game night. I assume we're doing Sonic Kart again. Is that what we're doing?
I would guess.
That's what I'm going to guess it is. In
Sound
about,
like I'm not gonna be there.
it's actually going to be in like half an hour, actually, now at this point. I'll get there whenever I can. I got a few things I got to do, but that'll be there. Either Max or somebody will be streaming it, I'm sure, somewhere along the lines.
I probably won't, because I actually need some sleep.
Or no one will be streaming it. Who fucking knows? If you have the TeamSpeak, jump in and you can hang out with us from there. How about that? We will
Somebody
see you
else has
guys
to.
next week, Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here. Gaming.youtube, twitch.tv. We'll run through it all over again. And until then, have a good time zone.
Bye.